Welcome, my lovely dears, to another fantabulous and winsightful episode of Borks in the North. And as ever, we grow steadily closer to the end of this tale. What session number are we on now?
68.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Okay, we gotta jet and end it on the next
No,
session, guys.
no. We need to end it on 70 because it goes 69 and then finale.
Yeah.
You don't write the
Oh, yeah, you're right,
episode number if it's a
Which-
finale.
Incidentally, I
Okay,
just
fair.
realized the other day that 73 also ended on 69 and then the final session. So we
Nice.
can be so grossly incandescent.
Yeah. And when last week left off, you guys, well, you've been making your way through Eld Isle.
We're in
It's
hell.
a bit of a shit. It's a bit of a shit show. Your mooks are dying.
Not yet.
I mean, they are actually slowly dying, yes.
They're fine. They're gonna be great.
We've got like 3 ranks of exhaustion.
No, 6 out of 6 of them have exhaustion 1, so now they're going to start ticking up into exhaustion 2, and 13 of their available 72 combined hit dice are spent.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. See.
I can help with this.
Can you? That's a lot of people.
I
We
can.
only, we only need to last about another
How?
1,
At
Can you
least
explain how?
I can only help. How many of them are there?
8.
6 of them.
They only need to last like
Only
another
6?
8 hours.
Only 6? That's not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I can totally do that.
Okay,
Eight,
so
8
we
hours.
do
Eight,
what?
8 hours. I would have to crit fail at least once for any of them
No,
to start actually perishing.
If you don't, how often do they incur ranks of exhaustion?
Vaguely every hour or two. It's gotten faster once you made it past the first cast.
Well, I can take the edge. I can take the edge off. Hang on a second. We want to
Okay.
just sit down for a minute.
Yeah, we should take a short rest because we're pretty banged up.
Perfect.
Uh,
So yeah, I guess I will
I'm a little bit banged up.
hit my hit dice button.
Sure.
Alright, so-
While you are taking your short rest, is anyone keeping watch?
Yes.
Yes.
How dare you?
No,
would
I
never
will
do
not.
such a thing.
Yes.
Alright. Let's have a look at everyone's passivos. I imagine that Pets is the highest passive perception.
I've got like 20.
Oh, you are better by 1 than Kellin at it. Alright, so with a passive perception of 20, let's see here. I guess, why don't you roll me a d20?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Let's see what we got to deal with here.
Alright, big numbers. Let's go. Give us an encounter.
Yay.
When the first roll, the knight's a 20.
When the first roll, when the serious roll you need, you listen to Savin's idea and smash your fucking shit into a plant.
That's the wrong one. Why did I feel that? I thought it did. Oh, yeah, I did.
Shh. Don't trouble
My
Scout with
baby.
that.
My baby. I'm gone for a session and you completely fucked my baby's legs.
It's
And the
fine.
hole.
Scouty,
And the
Scouty
body.
knows.
Yeah.
What happened?
We
Uh,
crashed their
They
ship.
crashed my baby!
We tried to do
Oh.
a halo jump in ass, and instead the opening part didn't happen, and we just crashed.
Oh. We
What?
did a night here from the dragon, effectively.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
perf-
You
they
belly flopped
perfectly-
my ship.
we belly
Thankfully,
flopped.
we had.
They perfectly tracked down the guy, and they had all the coordinates laid in, but they decided to, get it to insert themselves quickly. And I mean, they did. They just pancake landed right outside the dude's house.
I
It wasn't on the fucking
Fine.
house.
I should
Goddamn idiots.
roll.
I don't
All
see
right.
what anyone's complaining about.
So
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it.
So anyway, with a 20. Hey, motherfucking 20. There is a rare moment of peace. And let's see here. Look, Kina is making an outward-facing magic circle.
yeah, I'm making a spot that isn't quite so suffused with eldritch terror and energy.
Sure. So, Madilyn, as you do so, a raven flaps down and perches on your horns.
Where did you? What the?
A tentacle tries to poke at it and it'll crawl and bite it. Tentacle will retreat. What
Right,
do? There is a raven on your horns.
Well, I can't speak Raven, so I will continue doing what I am doing. I will make my magic circle.
The raven caws again.
I'll reach up and try to gently hold Burb like hamburger and bring it down to me. What do you want?
The burger hold, I see. The raven will caw in your face.
Does anyone speak Raven?
Give me 10 minutes.
Wait, do I have animal? Do I have animal handling? I could only have a 4. It's not trained.
Yeah, it's fine. Elloe can in fact speak an animal's language if given 10 minutes to get her shit together.
I'll place it back on my horn and continue what I am doing, because this magic circle takes about 10 minutes to make.
I will be back in like 30 seconds.
Sure. So yeah, you are.
Oh no, it takes 1 minute.
Oh, it takes a minute. So, all right then. While Elloe is charging it up, your magic circle finishes. What is it you're attempting to do?
I'm trying to make an area that these NPCs can take their short rest in without, getting their life sucked out. It's an outward-facing magic circle, so it's expelling
Keep bad juju out.
Bad stuff out. Yeah, that's it.
Sure. Okay then. Let's see here. Roll me a religion test.
Oi. Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
So you know how you meant outward facing?
I did mean that. I did mean outward, yes.
Yeah, it's inward facing now.
I'm afraid you have created an inward facing magic circle.
Oh no.
I hate this place.
So as it snaps into reality with these 6 people sat within it. You feel an itchy, tingling sensation creep across your skin. The bird will make a panicked noise and attempt to flap out, and it slaps into an invisible barrier.
Oh, God damn it.
I'd walk over and
Cancel at will.
scratch.
Cancel mentally.
Do you need this, to break it, or...
Yeah. Ceridwen walks over and snaps the magic circle, and once again the sensation that all of your skin is itchy and starting to burn leaves again. However, you have accrued for you and yourself and your little companions there another point of thingy.
Ouch.
Oops.
Another point of eldritch entropy.
That didn't work.
Yeah.
That didn't work the way I was hoping it would.
I'd say
I'll
blame
give
it
it-
on Ildile. It makes
Very
sense.
fucking luckily, they only got 1 failure out of that, and so they will only accrue 1 exhaustion over the course of the short rest. It's not a very restful rest for them, unfortunately.
I will do my other thing then, and I will counter their exhaustion by taking out a pouch of tea, and I will make tea.
Cool.
Viv's Tea of Vigoration.
Oh, yeah.
Restores 1 rank of exhaustion.
And it's also going to get them more horny.
Well, whatever.
I'll just have to deal with that.
There's a lot of
Okay.
a lot of uncomfortably moist raven nights now.
At least they're not as tired.
It's true. I will set their tracker back from exhaustion 2 to exhaustion 1. Good job. Because otherwise they would really start slowing you guys down, and you don't want to be moving through these squares slowly.
Yeah. If we move slow, it's probably bad.
So yeah, Elloe, there is a bird. It has it looks rather annoyed at having slammed its face into an invisible magic circle.
How's it
Hello
going,
there.
friend?
You are tall and beautiful and proud. Hi.
Oh, right. Yes.
Then To everyone else, Elloe just starts going, Baka! Baka!
The raven nods sagely. It does like the wingtips rise to its chin as though stroking an imaginary beard. I am glad that someone as you is so intelligent as to speak the language of my kin. I bear for you a great warning.
Lay it on me, bruiser.
All right then. Very attractive and powerful woman. Light only 3 or 4 torches.
Light only 3 or 4 torches, you say?
3 or 4. No, nod sagely. It will make sense, I promise. You will figure it out, for you are smart and attractive.
Yes, I do have the big smooth brain.
Bird nods sagely as a raven can nod. It looks more like it's interested in stealing something shiny when it nods, but, you know, it's trying to look sagely. I must depart, for this island sucks. Bye!
Bye! Snacks for the road?
I would appreciate such things. Delicious and delightful.
I have many a ration.
It will munch your saltiest, meatiest ration and flap away.
And then I just turn to the rest of the party and then continue bakawing for at least 10 seconds before I realize I'm not speaking in people words. Because you see, baka.
You see this bird wing away.
He was very nice, and he told us to light 3 or 4 torches.
3.
And he said that we would, and he said we would know what it meant because I have the big brain.
3 of 4 or 3 or 4?
3 of 4.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent. Nay, 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 nay. Yeah, basically that. Okay, so you may continue your journey.
Alright. What's the shortest path there? Looks like this? That looks like the shortest path, I think. It's like only like 7 squares.
So did we see anything else of interest from up here on the hilltop? Or was that it?
You saw that there was some strange altar that didn't appear to you on flat ground, despite being in the middle of flat ground itself. And similarly, there is a big tree.
I saw it because I have superior flight speed, you see.
Yeah, that tree thing over there is the one with the whole gray thing that we saw in the paintings. Remember that?
Yep, certainly looked. You can see the tree, but that tree had a door on it in the paintings. Or so you say. Kellin still thinks you're all crazy.
Should he think we're crazy when I went into a painting? Come on now.
Crazy like a fox. Yeah. Token still in your control, presumably. Savin, go for it.
Alright. Well, let's...
One at a time, please. I want to see your path.
Yeah.
So
we're here.
Because also, presumably, you aren't walking through a lake.
Yeah,
I think
we,
like that,
we take that
right?
path. If you'll just hold that up so I can move the token. Chugga, 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 chugga. We did it.
Alright, and I need to make a test. Oh, you lucky sons of bitches.
Yay!
Yay!
So, let me show you what happened to move completely out of the way and had been sat on that purple X for, like, 4 travel rounds. Motherfucking curse. It was sat right there waiting for you, and it moved at the last second. It drifts. In fact, you can actually see it as a visible drift as you pass nearby. It looks like a sort of... almost like a bloodfly cloud. Looks like grey smoke with, like, dots and figures moving in it, and it's almost loud as it drifts away from you all.
Oh, that was lucky.
Oh,
What the fuck is that?
Can we
thing?
keep our eyes open for shit like that? So we don't, walk into things like that now that we know?
Sure. Admittedly, though, those kicked up off the ground, so they had been lying like at the floor level in like a marshy, swampy grass. So they weren't visible until they were disturbed by something. Luckily, that something wasn't you, and they didn't all attack you. You
That's
lucky
good.
bastards. Look at these fucking just big green numbers keep on happening for you all. It wouldn't be a Borks and D if we weren't like reaching the dramatic conclusion and just problems kept on gently drifting away from you.
I mean, yeah.
It just tells the tale of this. You better hope this isn't like karma being saved up for shivs.
I hope it is.
Yeah, it probably is as well. Trust me when I say just a lot more of these are going to be GM rolled so that I can just start fudging the numbers if this happens again in shifts.
How wrong.
Yeah, it's fair.
It is a DM's job to keep
Yes,
things
it-
interesting, not for you to bumblefuck your way past danger instead of through it, because that's not what life is about.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, then that means you don't hear the ambush!
The ambush to just
No,
walk
I
away
mean,
from us?
The whole,
That's okay.
That's not what life is. I fucked my way into a lot of things and got fucked by it. I'm still alive
kicking.
again.
Still kicking. Still re-kicking. Alright,
Yes.
so you approach what could only be described as a large fountain of slate grey material. There are 4 braziers resting at its corners and a smaller central fountain within which appears to flow crisp, cool water. Stood at the center of this fountain is a figure with black raven's hair and pale ashen skin, holding a ceramic jar from which pours this water. This would be an idyllic scene if not for the fact that it appears to be full of tentacles, and the statue figure is, well, they're moving and they don't look best pleased.
Oh.
Hmm.
So you said like 3 of 4.
Sorry, I hope we aren't
Madam?
interrupting your fun time.
If I weren't so busy concentrating, I would smite you for that, child. She will huff and just, kicks away at an idly creeping tentacle. The ceramic jar never wavers in her grasp, continuing to pour crisp, clear water for which to get turned upon.
Huh.
I see you've made it to the center. Welcome to the fate of the world.
The fate of the world?
Oh, yes.
I really don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you to elaborate, Tad. Is that just a name, or is it symbolically here, or...
If I should fail in my task, and or by extension you fail in your task, behold the fate of the world, and she will, with a head, gesture toward these tentacles.
Oh!
I cannot make it any simpler than that.
No, that's fine. I get it. I get it. Huh. Okay. So, do these 4 braziers, look exactly the same, or do they have, any discernible, markings, under them or anything like that?
For Madilyn, your tentacles are being surprisingly well behaved and hiding behind your back underneath your cloak.
Hmm.
Athia, you're looking closer at this fountain. Please make unto me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, looks like I'm stricken by madness, guys.
No, you try and take note of this writing, and your hand itches and burns a little bit, at least until you settle it on the hilt of your blade, at which point that itching, burning sensation fades. You're sure you read something, but it doesn't remain knocking around your noggin.
Well, that's not great.
And yeah, as a little squad of 6, the Raven Knights and Assassins will approach and take knees. A couple of them wince and like lean away as tentacles try and reach out towards them. This figure, the goddess, which you might assume, stares and watches. What is it that you expected to accomplish coming here to this place?
You talking to us or to them?
To you.
Alright.
To all of you.
Well, in talking to you, we brought some of your servants, those who had the audacity to raise their hand and kidnapped a god.
They have come to receive their final punishments and become sacrifices in my name.
If that's what you
There.
intend to do with them.
Perhaps it is. You see, I require agents. And what I had originally carried was a bargaining chip, but through the ill actions of the things between the void, that bargaining chip has been stolen away from me early. At which point she will frown at Athia.
Oh.
Oh.
And so I find myself at a loss. You will slowly exhale, adjust the flow of this ceramic jug. The inside of the jug appears to be almost bladed. When she runs the inside of her finger across it, you can see that the very tip of her finger opens up, and now the water that runs appears to be deep with crimson blood, pure and fresh. She means the mirror piece.
Yeah, I figured.
Alas, to reach me and perform such sacrifice would require walking through, well, a nest of this. She'll gesture with her head towards the tentacles. I cannot force any of you to take that risk, nor can I persuade you. For I suspect those in your charge will not be able to make this merest 10 feet to my feet.
Okay, so out of character,
Huh?
I'm a bit confused here. What is
She's gesturing at this group of people and insinuating to sacrifice them you'd have to reach her, but that means walking across this shit show.
Okay.
Is there a reason we should sacrifice them?
I require agents. And I cannot make agents of the living.
Oh.
Oh.
They're too susceptible.
Uh,
Oh,
Is
good luck.
do they have to? Do they have to walk across this?
Is there a way to clear up those tentacles from the water, or are they?
Sure,
They're-
just give me, say 50 years. And also go ahead and slay some of the beasts beyond as well while you're at it, and perhaps we'll see this cleared up. But no, I'm afraid my concentration keeping this rather intact. She trails off for a moment as though literally putting that strand of thoughts together has distracted her. Anyway, yes. As I said, you've taken my bargaining chip for me. I can do very little about this. You may help my servants, atone or leave them to their fate, I suppose.
So, like, do you need it intact, or
Need
What are you going to do?
intact?
Butcher them and throw the parts across?
no? I was referring to your bargaining chip.
The bargaining, it is done. It is taken. It is the blade.
Yeah.
You've already quite successfully absconded with all that I could have offered you in return for such a gift.
Would lighting some of those braziers help them?
Perhaps.
Well, let's wouldn't hurt to light one up and see what happens now, would it?
Does it?
I'm gonna light
Do
the.
they have any?
Oh, go
Wait,
ahead.
do they have any inscriptions on them?
They appear to be like cold metal, like black, well-used braziers set in grey stone.
Well,
I'm gonna.
I'm asking. No, Maddie is asking Athia because she saw Athia go up to them and just walk away from them.
Well, there may have been something, but I don't recall it because I got an itchy sensation in my brain and my body, and that didn't go away until after I touched my sword. So probably something eldritch fucky about it.
Eldritch fucky would be correct, yes. Rather uncouthly put, but yes.
So they're warded by eldritch stuff.
Sure. Ceridwen, as you attempt to tip the cloth into the brazier, the javelin grows very, very heavy in your hands.
Well, I'm strong as fuck.
At the same time, tentacles are reaching out towards you. I assume you want to make an athletics check instead of an acrobatics check to avoid getting snatched away.
Yeah.
She got assistance from Spooder.
Okay.
No, the Spooder can't help her with this tentacle. It can't hold the javelin for her.
And can it hold me so I don't get swept up?
Yeah.
You know what? Sure. Okay. We'll make 2 tests then. One for the javelin and then one individually for you.
Okay.
And you can have advantage on the second one.
So first, second.
All right. You can keep your hold. Second. Okay. You're going to keep your feet, but you are going to get lashed more than a few times by these tentacles.
3.
Let's have a quick look here. I suppose I should use stats out of black tentacles.
Help.
Oh, it's only 3d6.
Who was the one that had blessing on? No, that was Sadaya.
Oh, it's
Never
only
mind.
3d6.
Yeah,
Ow!
it's only 3
Wow, I nailed it. All right, so yeah, you wrench your javelin away and back up with the spider, but you are still lashed hard across the arms and elbows. You can feel them go probably numb straight from the funny bone.
Ow.
Ooh, hit right in the funny bone.
Yeah, it's very unfunny, but the lit tip does drop into the brazier just long enough for something to catch, some unseen kindling. And let's see here. I'm sure I can pull up some thaumaturgy little fireball thing. No, not 20 radius, 5 radius. 20 radius fireball suddenly goes off in front of you as you do so.
Boom.
Here, don't worry about it. I'll do the second one. I can light it from far away with the firebolt.
Oh. Alright then.
I wonder if a sacred flame would work.
I'll chuck a firebolt into the second one.
Striker frame is radiance though.
Yeah, it's
So,
a
who
sacred
knows?
flame, though.
But
Remember,
it's
we're only
radiant,
like-
though.
So just make sure, guys, we're only lighting 3 of these. Don't
Yes,
light a
we
4th
light
one.
3 of the 4.
And thou shalt
Radiant
not.
fire.
And thou shalt not light
No, it's
2
just
unless
radiant.
thou proceedest to 3. 5 is
shot.
right out.
So yeah, I chuck a fireball into the second one.
Sure. And at the same time, a sacred flame is going on one. All right. Can you give me a damage roll for this for the sacred flame, please?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Snake.
Thankfully, Piddly.
No, we wanted those ones to be those to be ones. That's good.
There's this sort of like a bloom of light that occurs roughly around here. And the tentacles flail around and go crazy. The goddess at its center hisses in frustration. It does catch with a light, but very clearly this light is of a different type of solid. Please do be careful. I suspect they did not like that. You can see like the edge of her fingertip where she'd been like running it along the inside of this jar to make it run with blood begins to sting and itch.
You know, it would be funny to cast the Dawn spell right on top of all this.
Don't
Just-
do that.
Do it.
Just blast them all in sunlight for a minute.
I feel that's a good way to get them angry.
Oh yes, of course. Thankfully, I don't have that spell right now.
The goddess will frown and she has to couch the jar underneath one arm so that she can suck on her fingertip. Really now, holy fire. What about this situation seems even remotely holy to you, Cleric?
The lack of holy seems like an excellent reason to add holy.
Yeah.
That's very clearly not what this ritual is about. You put us all at risk doing such things. Please do think a bit clearly. She will sigh and return the jar to a proper grip.
I suppose we could put it out.
No, it's rather too late now. Simply put, I know not how to extinguish such a thing.
Well, Tia, you and your friends are up. Good luck.
They will look nervously amongst each other. And Tia will be the first to stand on the edge of the steps.
Hold on, let me make
Well,
sure there's
I have a
nothing I can do
question.
to help.
Do they actually need to walk, or they can we just shock them?
Never toss a dwarf.
Oh, I know.
The Raven Queen will blink slowly. I would not risk rendering them airborne over a pit of tentacles from the void.
Oh, I think I know how I could douse that. I could just toll the dead at it. Counter its light, the light with necrosis.
I think those are supposed to be turned on.
But I suppose.
And also, I'm pretty sure that the goddess of death is pretty good at necrosis, and she can't do it.
Well, she's busy.
I am very, very busy.
One
Let's
second.
see. Also, you've been keeping a counter of how many people you've put across the crossroads, yes, Kina?
Yes.
What's the number at? 28 tolls. Okay, then. Alright, Tia will walk up first. She'll be taking 3d6 twice.
She'll probably be okay.
Ow. Ow. She will stand before the Raven Queen and then sigh, taking off her mask. This will hurt, won't it? The Raven Queen will frown and nod and rest a hand on Tia's head. She falls face first into the fountain. She'd been starting to scream, but it suddenly becomes a long, bubbled stream as her last breaths are exhaled into it.
Oof.
Oh.
You watch her form go slack, tentacles attempt to grip and pull her down, but now that she is at the fountain's edge, they can't seem to find purchase, instead slipping away from her. And then, with an uncomfortable jerk, stands to her feet. And pulls her mask back on. The Raven Queen will nod and run a hand across her cheek. She will stagger down from this fountain untouched by tentacles, except for a few that grow close, and she just swats away casually with her hands. Even as she gets close, you can see that there are tears of red that are streaming down from beneath the mask, already beginning to dry upon her cheeks. Her clothing is summarily quite drenched, and her skin is Paladin grey already. And then the next knights share their looks, and I will begin pulling in their tokens as well, because some of them might not make it. Let's see here. I think I kept them. Here they are. 1, 2, 3. When you ask that question, Tia will offer you a hand.
Take it.
Ah,
So many Tias.
Yep. The hand is cold. Cold and bereft of heartbeat.
I still have your mind about you.
She'll nod, not jerkily. You can see she appears to be trying to come to terms with a few things.
Right. Just pat her shoulder.
I see this one as she of undeath.
Excuse me.
Carrie will nod.
Yeah. Tia will also give you back your holy water.
Yeah, I
Please,
suppose
it
you wouldn't
burns.
be interested in that anymore.
She'll shake her head. It looks like she's trying to shiver but can't.
I'm gonna take my cloak off and put it around her shoulders.
Nod her thanks. The knight, as he is cured, will look over his shoulder thankfully and look across to the rest of the group. So why is there a second one actually named Tia? That shouldn't be the case. Okay.
Well, I got a few potions to heal them up.
Yep. Alright. So the knight steps forward. Oh, fuck!
Ow!
Well, that's all 28 toll points gone. He's still kicking.
Well, at least he manages to get to the fountain.
Yep. In this case, he's having his limbs slapped at, whipped, and you can hear a bone break as he reaches out towards the Raven Queen. She takes his hand and draws him forward the rest of the way into the pool, and as she does so, he lets out a pained yell and drops down into the water. Again, it appears to run thick with blood, and when he pulls his head away, it looks as though it's with a gasp for breath, but no breath follows. You can see the blood now leaks from within the eye holes of this mask. And look towards the rest of the group. Oh. Oh. And will limp back out for perching on the edge of the stone steps. Would anyone like to make me an insight test?
A what?
Oh,
Insight.
sure.
I would absolutely love to do that.
I'm not trained in that.
Neither am I. I'm still doing it
Oh,
anyway.
Nope.
Here's my insight.
100% trust the Raven Queen. This is fine. Everything's great. I love the undead.
Hmm.
The
Madilyn?
undead are your friends.
Athia, she looks tired. Really tired. She didn't look tired when you'd first stepped up here, but there is definitely some, like, very much porcelain expression about her at this point.
Who, the Raven Queen?
Yeah. Although she is quite stoically standing there to the rest of the group. Alright. This one here, freshly juiced up, will make the walk. They've got too much health to perish to tentacles. They will make their way across. Well, I suppose I should see just how much it fucking hurts.
Not
Barely
much.
at all. What a tough bird this one is. I'm gonna have to name these ones as they go. Let's see here. Her wound in her case is not, it would appear, a painful one. Thankfully. Instead, she suddenly slaps a hand to her chest, going stock still and then pitching forward as though struck with a heart attack straight away on the spot. Falls upon into the water and then starts to thrash a few times before pulling herself away. The Raven Queen will give a tight-lipped smile as this next figure drags herself away. And yeah, do you guys do anything?
I will not allow another one to go step forward.
Yeah. No offense, Lady Raven, but this looks to be quite tiring on you.
Having agents is a necessary evil.
Well,
Is there any way we
with
can...
3 out of 4, you got 3.
Seems you have chosen a rather prophetic number to stop me at. Do you believe this necessary, then?
Carrie looks at everyone else. What are you doing? This isn't our faith. We shouldn't interfere.
No, but we may mess... No, but... If the Raven Queen becomes overtaxed by this,
You
it
remember
could
what
have
she said?
consequences.
So what, come back tomorrow then?
Maybe in a year...
Maybe in a year and a day. We don't know how these things work.
I am not Fey, I suppose. A year and a day is not my prophecy. But points for effort, I suppose.
Is there any way we can bolster you? Give you some energy?
Bolster a god? No. Could lessen the strain upon myself, but that would involve, well, facing something beneath.
You mean that thing?
Yes.
Oh wait, can we just kill that thing?
God, no. The reason these things are here at all is because they can't be killed. They do not belong. Death will not embrace them. They have no soul to lose or sell.
So we'd be distracting it while you do your thing, so you'd only have to worry about them.
Correct.
I assume lighting the 4th brazier would bring it up to distract it.
I would not know what brings it up, but that is a good assumption.
We were told not to do that.
And let's not.
Listen, when a magic talking raven tells you not to do something, in my experience, it's probably a good idea not to do that thing.
The Raven Queen blinks for a moment. Magic talking raven.
What, you don't talk to ravens?
I've I do talk to ravens. Not only I, though.
A raven approached us
Hey, don't snitch on Raven, friend.
and informed us to only light 3 of the 4 braziers.
My sister meddles. How very overprotective of her.
I thought you were all the same.
No.
Just
She
different faces.
is strength of arms in the grave. I am might of sorcery and death, dear Elloe.
Guess she also loves you then.
So
I suppose so. Or as close to love as one should feel. She's always been hard to understand. Congratulations, Ceridwen, you stand before 3 newly created vampires. The first to have been created for 1,000 years.
Yay! I
You
did.
the thing.
I did it.
You all did it. Congratulations.
We made Lord Winter, guys. I'm so proud of us. We
You made 3 of
3
them.
Lord Winters.
You made 3. This is just really the one-upsmanship here. Fine, take your Lord Winter. Remove your settings, Lord Winter. I'll just put in 3, fucker.
See, this is why I was so nice to these Raven cultists this whole time. When they take over the world, I'll be spared.
But no, we have the inverse ninja rule. The more there are, the less dangerous they are.
This is true.
That's especially true of vampires.
That is actually a thing with vampires, yes.
Yeah. The Raven Queen will sigh. Fine, take her advice to heart then. She pauses and clicks her tongue audibly. Appreciate your assistance even without offer of recompense. And she will once again glance irritably at Athia's blade.
Well,
Yeah, sorry.
well, we already sort of, tend to help, well, gods in general and people that need help, so we don't usually do it for money, just to make good.
We're the divines. We are supposed to do things fairly and at trade. And although I might be seen as less than good, I am a being of law.
Hmm.
Well, that's good at least.
Well, I have a
Well-
question then. Isn't it like to do good is to be virtuous? And isn't that a virtue of God's
Don't talk
domain?
semantics with me, please. Save that for Asmund.
Well, if recompense is something, perhaps you could tell me if there's any way to not exactly go all monochrome like I am when the blade's unlit, or is that just,
She huffs. You pay the cheater's toll.
Look, I didn't mean to cheat.
So do many cheats.
I'll huff back.
We blew up a house.
Tips her head slightly. Just simply deattune yourself from the blade, child. Although I would recommend not doing so in a domain so cursed with the deathless as this.
That's a lot of warm fuzzies then.
You have a lot of chest to hide warm fuzzy in, I see.
Haha, my
grins.
joke.
Gods can make jokes, she will huff. Go now. I'm tired. You are correct in your assessment of that. Take my agents with you and find another one. They're sleeping somewhere.
On this island?
She will nod. These three will know them when they see her.
To the Tree of Creepitude.
Alright. What would you have us do with these three, then? Carrie will jerk her thumb towards the 3 human ravens.
I doubt they would survive remaining in my presence, and their deaths in such a case would be a terrible waste. Food for a foe I am trying desperately to keep from feeding.
So you want them released?
Lead them out, I suppose. Their time will come one day. She will glance at the 3. One of them will, probably the knight, looks up at her and will nod. Once armed, my agents will see that payment is made. I am a being of fairness, and the lives of humans are not much a match for those of gods, but it is a gesture nonetheless. The other 3 ravens will uncomfortably look between each other and then nod. One will look up at Maddie, who is like right there in front of her. It's okay, young one. We already knew that this would be our ultimate cost.
Wait, what's happening to these 3?
They're probably going to be killed, but one day.
Okay.
Not here, not on this island.
Okay.
Assuming they make it out of this island alive.
As soon as they take a step off the island, the vampire ones just eat them.
Right. Well, if your goddess is content to let you go, then go.
They will share looks. It might be rather impetuous of me to ask, but do you have any spare weapons? Then I do not relish the idea of trying to get back without. We're stealthy, but we're tired.
Carrie will take out a bunch of water javelins.
Well, we have in there. We still have their fucking old ass weapons, don't we? We never sold that
You
shit.
do literally still have their arms. Oh, no. You've left the majority of that on like the carriages outside in Eldisle.
Yeah.
There's no way you brought like enough gear to arm a small squad just with you for the fuck of it.
Then yeah, I will take out 2 water javelins and a fucking lightning estoc, or 2 consecrated water javelins at that. Hand them out to these 3.
Yeah.
Just take your kit from the carriage when you get out and leave my things there.
Of course.
Do you guys like short swords as well?
Yes, that's our...
Oh, well, there you go then.
Well, that and this, she'll gesture at the estoc. A fantastic weapon.
Made it myself.
I
enchanted it.
Well, I got 3 regular ones, so they're being... I have a question. Would a sword have been, like, baited by, less shit god use consecrated?
What are you saying has been consecrated?
Would just regular fucking base ass short swords?
I don't even see where you have short swords.
Oh no, I got it in a notebook because I had too much shit.
Okay, just a tip next time.
I've just been...
See this big bio tab. In treasure, put other shit.
I will give Tia I'll give Tia my sickle. My +2 sickle.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah,
Tia
I mean,
sent
the 3 agents will come with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
we're sending
Butcher.
these
Oh,
three nerds
these
here.
3. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
these
These
I'll
three
give
are
them-
Australia.
staying with us. These 3 are going away.
All right.
Yep.
Well, then I will give.
We're just giving them trash weapons so that they don't die on the way out.
Eh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they will request a meal wafer each, just so they similarly don't like starve.
I will give them that, and I will even give them I will give them some tea.
All right, excellent. Okay, everyone roll. Yeah, in fact, everyone roll me d20. I'll be taking 1 out of each of the first 2 to count as advantage. All right, so an 11, a 13.
Oh, that was
That's
a
a nine.
D1.
That's a
That's a
90.
nine.
Close.
Oh, one of these, the one to the lightning air stock is gonna fucking crash. And
Yeah.
a 17. Okay, yeah, lightning air stock one is looking real good. Let's see here. Unfortunately, an 11 means that one of them is going to perish on the journey back.
Oop.
Well, that's happy.
That is sometimes how it be.
2 out of
You're
3.
you're welcome.
Yeah. The other 2 will eventually make it back. They will also leave behind the lightning air stock, grab their old shit and leave. If you want to tick, what was it, 2 silvered blades and 2 shadowed leathers off of their gear?
I don't think it's ever going to be relevant, so sure.
That's true. I don't know. It feels right to have that in place. I'm sure it's because at some point all of this money will be collated and spread out, and it might be used for gearing yourselves up for short shots and stuff. So there's no point not taking care of party loot while we're so close to the end.
Alright. What did you say we're taking off? Silver short swords?
2 silvered short swords and 2 shadowed leather armors.
Okay. Done.
Cool.
See, I'll look between Tia and the 2 agents. Do you guys need weapons, or do you bite people now?
They'll look distinctly uncomfortable. We don't know. We're still trying to get used to this. All of this.
I will take out the Lash of Radiance. Think about that and be like, on second thought.
No.
yeah.
They visibly cringe away from the Lash of Radiance.
I will.
That would just be very mean.
I'll give Tia the +2 sickle.
Wait. Which one of them is melee focused but dexterity, and which one is strength focused?
They are... I believe they are literally all dex. One sec while I check the Knight stat block. Raven Knight is... slightly more strength than dex. They are a spear user. Spear and shield, hoplite style.
Okay, so if you give the sickle to the knight,
That's a dex
I
weapon.
can give.
The sickle's a dex weapon, though.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's. Oh, okay. I was thinking mostly because I have a dagger, a really good dagger, and I have a spare bow.
Is the sickle a light weapon? Because we could get Tia dual wielding.
Yeah, and she's trained in dual wielding. She's an assassin stat block with a vampire effect slapped on it now.
Alright,
Oh,
so
that's good.
give her the sickle and
And
the
I have-
dagger. Give this bitch the
I have
bow,
my silver
and
daggers.
I'll give this guy my Javelin of the Crooked Fang. There you go. Now they're all armed up.
Sure, give me a moment then. Let's see here.
And for range, I still have a short bow and silver throwing daggers.
I'm going to move them up into the sheet here so that they can be seen. The Raven Knight, you are Knight Talus. He is a gladiator, technically. But he has vampire shit slapped onto him now. Good for him.
Well, at least he regens then if he's vampire.
Correct. I'm putting their health up to the top because they are.
By the way, Savin,
Mm-hmm.
I figured out that thing that I didn't want to cheat the sword out of, like Archelon.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Ursula just smacked him, because, well, there was a pawn there, and it was the first blood, and he couldn't do enough damage to rounds, but he then started drowning it. And since he wasn't undead, I'm like, well, but I think that would be a little cheeky.
The return of Aya.
There we are. And also the bars should all be visible and working.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Now you have with you Knight Talus, Karen, Aya, and Tia Bellion. I've popped them in a little NPC section as well. I have no idea if you're going to take them in with you fighting. Can you repeat their weapons, please? So for Tia, we have what?
A sickle and a dagger.
Okay. Sickle plus 2.
What's the enchant on the dagger, Hedrah?
Oh, +3 dagger.
Holy shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
Wait, what?
yeah,
Where do you
it's
have
the
a
bone
plus-
dagger.
Dang.
It was the +3 bone dagger that we found.
When?
Fucking back when.
That's weird. Come on, why aren't you doing compendium drop for these weapons, huh?
That doesn't work on NPC sheets.
It does, though. It works on like a good half of them.
I've never seen it work.
Oh, +2.
I literally put one on one today, like earlier.
No,
I'm
imagine
sure I
that.
did. Did it stay? No, I'm sure it worked. Yeah, it's literally there. Some horseshit. Alright, whatever. The fuck even are the stats of a sickle now? I have to look properly.
It's a D4.
Yeah.
Slashing. They're really bad.
Yeah. Four plus 2 slashing. And this one is the one that does, what is it, the mini smite?
So?
I can't find its stats. I'm
The
so
minute
blind.
my sickle. That's one of the sickles that we took it from the shitlord that we crushed down there. That was sucked down to.
Yeah, no, I know what the weapon is. I just can't find its name on the fucking sheet of things because I'm blind and stupid.
It might not be on.
Here, you don't make hand, that's what like half the shit we get.
Balls. I really should. That said,
Yeah, I
it's mostly because I give you guys too much shit, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tasha.
It was fun having too much shit.
It's fun than not having any shit. Except fucking Ursula.
Or Ursula.
I mean, you
It's
could
cool. We'll make you
spirit.
a way cooler weapon. Don't you worry about it. Alright, I need
What's that
I need to
say then?
fucking find this baddies.
Nothing.
fight, fight, fight.
That was it. Agraxis the Seeker. What was your fucking weapon?
Look, Hedrah, I'm sure you'll find another magic weapon here shortly. Savin hands them out kind of like candy in that game.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, maybe not.
We had to make all of our shit.
Or start with
Only
it.
magic. Let's see. Dragonborn I got in the fucking 5th session. Literally the 5th session.
Okay, sorry, maybe not magic weapons, but he makes plenty of magic items that you guys can usually get.
Oh my god, the sheets are broken. I now cannot open like a weapons cog anymore to change the values now that I've put it in. So I have to put it in fresh.
Yeah, you just refresh.
But yeah, you guys have lots of stuff you can disenchant.
Yeah, you guys get like magic trinkets all the time.
Okay. Magic trinkets all the time. Well, 2 sessions ago, and before that it was...
Another couple sessions back when you got like another magic item, yeah.
We tend to give most of the magic items away or find usefulness for them.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
Good for them. Alright.
I fucking hate how they center align the dice rolls, but...
It's so weird.
Oh, what
Yeah,
the
no.
fuck?
It's very strange.
Oh, I can click that attack. Why can I click that attack?
Because she's on your sheet, but you shouldn't be able to click the attack. Let's see here. Yeah, no, you don't have the ability to actually make the rolls. You can see their sheets, but you definitely cannot make their rolls. Yeah, there you go.
Weird.
You don't have control
weird.
of that, but the button exists. But yeah, I'm
Why
gonna
would you
refresh
tempt
because
us,
apparently
though?
everything's broken.
Why does that fucking roll 20?
Yeah,
Everything
make
was
sense.
working fine a couple weeks ago. Why would you change this?
Look, you need to voluntarily make promise that your developers have jobs for them to actually do.
Ah, you mean UX design? I see.
Yeah.
Just make sheets for other games. Idiots.
I also hate that. Look at this shit.
Oh,
When I
God.
click the attack, the damage just appears as a box that my name clips into.
Lamau.
That's just bad.
But only sometimes if you
Only-
just do the
only
attack
all-
roll.
Yeah, the attack roll fits just fine. But yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Let's see
Piece
here.
of
So
shit.
Talus is a +1 javelin with a +1d6 bleed. Shoot. Oh, good. He doubles that. I'm just gonna fucking use a spear block, but turn that down into a javelin. Damage.
It's the same damage.
Is it identical to spear?
Yes, javelins and spears are identical, except javelins have better range.
Lol. Like, you
Okay.
can't just throw a spear like a javelin.
I mean, you can. It just has less range because it's not balanced. Ooh, he
Oh, no,
good.
that's set to two-handed. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, you do have to actually tune that down to one-handed. Because you can't two-hand a javelin, you see.
Yes.
Right, yes. Clearly.
D&D says no.
Why would you ever
The
try
5e
a
weapon
javelin?
design is special.
Look, Savin, it makes sense, okay? Why would you ever two-hand a javelin when you can have a shield instead?
I mean, it's true, you typically wouldn't, but why do spears and javelins exist as two distinct weapons? I don't know.
I don't know. Because you can throw a javelin, but you can't really throw a spear.
But you can throw a spear. It has the thrown trait.
Because a spear is heavier, they count for the same damage, but it's longer and heavier than a javelin, which is specifically made to be more aerodynamic in both its shape and attack form. Duh.
But they do the same damage.
Yes! A hand axe and a throwing axe do the same fucking damage, but one is made to be able to be thrown properly.
Uh,
A 38 caliber is the same thing as a 9mm, but the 38 is still fucking weaker.
Haha, bullet go through people, burr.
Brr.
Alright, they basically work. And what does Karen have?
She has a bow of some sort.
Oh, excellent.
She
Long or
has-
short?
She has the grace ability of
Yes.
all, trying to go see the manager.
She has a short bow and a couple of silver daggers.
Short. Short bow. Doot. Take. I take it you aren't carrying the poison pouches, so I can't put that feature on it.
Nope.
No,
Oh my god, it wants to keep... Okay, it let me just drag short bow onto Karen's sheet, and not only that, it put all of the rules for short bow in the description.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, that is
Gee.
that's
The
how
ammunition property is now in the description.
Yep,
Excellent. Thank you. Roll 20.
that's
I
needed
don't-
to be there.
well,
Yep.
Yeah, I found that out when I was making some NPC stat blocks the other day.
Yeah, I thought that they fucking dragged them over, and it did work for other stuff, and apparently worked for short bow. Hate
It works
sickles,
too
though.
well
It's not
now.
fucking- Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's too powerful. It's become too strong. You
Yep.
could have prevented this.
This is why I just fill everything in by hand.
You know, it's probably the worst part of all
I mean,
this.
shit, if
We're
it
probably
all
not even going
works,
to use
I
them in
wouldn't-
combat.
I mean, I'll do their buttons. You can direct them at stuff. I'll have them all go at the same time and just smash their attacks out. That's not a lot of effort for me, if I'm honest.
I more meant like I didn't think probably going to even use them in combat, but sure, okay.
I mean,
Alright,
why would
well-
we not?
They
Yeah,
exist.
yeah,
they
fair.
exist as an option.
We have
Alright.
3 vampires on our team. Did you not watch 70?
Yeah, but these aren't like Lord Winter level vampires. These are like basic bitch vampires right now.
Lord
Yeah,
Winter
they-
was just a vampire.
He was just the vampire stat block. I know full well, but now that I have actually made a full agent vampire, who you might meet, and hopefully you don't have to fight because you've got some other vampires with you. Maybe she'll believe you.
Vampires are just fucking scary as shit.
They are so strong.
And they're unkillable except for this giant list of weaknesses that I just deleted off Lord Winter's sheet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I happen to recognize there are a lot of fucking weaknesses here. The forbidden, running water, staking, incapacitation, hypersensitivity, disadvantage on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
One of these days, someone will actually ask Lord Winter why he doesn't give a shit about any of that, and the answer will be extremely funny.
I mean, it'll be too late now.
I mean, yeah, now that he doesn't have to worry about it, he'll actually answer the question.
That's
Damn.
my secret. I'm always dying of my many weaknesses. Alright, no, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be great. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay. So, my lovely days. The goddess of death is watching you all curiously as you like essentially get your shit together and arm her new agents. Well then, are you all quite prepared?
As much as we can be, I suppose.
I'm going to assume I can't heal these vampires at all.
I mean, you don't need to.
Yeah,
They're all-
they'll put their hands vaguely up. Our wounds are re-knitting themselves just fine, thanks. Night Talus will pointedly stamp the foot on the ground that had previously broken.
Ooh,
Hmm.
does that not hurt at all?
If I'm honest, the sensations are somewhat dulled anyway. I know that it should hurt, but it's more like a dull ache.
Hmm.
Well, hopefully that doesn't extend to all sensations. Anyway, let's go.
The night. You can't see it, but you can literally feel a vampire fangy grin.
Oh, well, if their senses started to kick in and all that stuff, they'd be like, what's the quality of blood on every person?
Yeah, that
Let's
is
see.
true. Like, they still actually have to go through a short rest to understand literally anything, but then it will slowly trigger on them that one of them smells delicious, one of them smells like poison, and one of them smells
this is
like
like-
fire poison.
Yeah. Poison, undrinkable, will literally
Whoa,
give you
whoa.
Well, I
nothing.
mean, okay, so poison, burning, diabetes.
Fairly certain
Yeah, but
vampires are immune
remember-
to poison.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. No nutrition, fucking holy magic.
It's only the tits.
Eldritch abomination.
But where do you think they want to bite
Virgin.
the most?
Hey, that's
I'm not an
rude.
abomination.
Yeah, don't call my wife an abomination.
Yeah, that's way fucked up. First off, how dare you? But no, it's like after a short rest, you're gonna like wake up from dozing off a little bit. It's just gonna be 3 vampires giving Athia a big fuck eye because she smells like a gourmet breakfast. Delicious pancakes.
Would Athia actually be because her blood turns into syrup, which is... maple syrup.
Yeah, it smells delicious.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it
no,
smells.
Kellin.
yeah, no, that hasn't sunk in for them yet. But then, yeah, they're gonna they are standing around near a holy virgin, a delicious chewy fuckboy, and Queen Maple over there.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Queen Maple's right here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but yeah, so like, get away from that. Nothing.
Look, Carrie's blood is perfectly fine.
It's true. It's just.
Oh
that they
wait,
have to stay away
before
from
we
the
go, can we ask the Raven Queen where the fucking elf ruin is? I bet she knows.
Yeah, he probably knows.
Yes, it should be to the east of us.
Like, meow.
Probably right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, somewhere around there.
Alright.
Is
The
it like
old
in a tree
cardinal
or...
route.
Which just so
Is-
happens to
is it
be
like
the
in
same
a
way we're
tree
going
or-
because like the tree's over here.
Interesting. Also, you
So-
cheeky fuck.
Also, I guess we'll stop here to look around and see if we can see the ruins, and then
Yeah.
the point is to go here.
No, you see the ruins are right a little bit further east is where the tall gnarled tree is. There you
So are
go.
the ruins in the tree like different places? Like the trees here and the ruins are like down here.
It is built into the tree.
Oh,
As you
okay.
approach the tree, let me just move this over here.
oh boy. Ah!
Wow. Oh.
That's real fucking neato.
Hmm.
I'm glad I have something that does like more damage to outsiders
Enhance.
now.
Enhance.
It would have been really funny if if instead of healing one of those guys, I put Death Ward on them instead.
Yeah, you could ironically death ward the undead.
No, I mean before they turned into vampires.
Oh,
Holy
that would be way fucked up. They just go through a whole bunch of torture twice.
It would be horrible.
yeah.
That would be super.
They each
super
died.
horrible.
Like they will explain that they each died a different death.
Oof.
Only one of those faces looks happy to be there.
Hey, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
it's
he's
probably,
super excited about
it's
it.
probably like a good time to do like that thing you wanted to last week while we're walking along to the next place,
I
Kino.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I've definitely not been waiting for the perfect moment. Like, walking into an elder dungeon.
Okay.
So yeah, you perform your journey admirably. Now none of you appear to be dying There could still be some more entropy, though. I don't think any of you stepped into any curses, so good for you there.
Yay!
Hooray!
Let's see here. Roll a D8 Hedrah. This time you don't want an 8.
Roll an 8.
Roll
8
1.
more vampires.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so you know how I said that you were going to be avoiding all the Eldritch Entropy? Alright, so like one more of them does actually move into range of you.
But can we see it?
No, not until it's on you.
Oh.
Ah,
Wait a minute. What? It's way over there. Go away.
Yeah, we're fine.
yeah.
Just put the token there so you can see it.
Oh.
Okay.
Did we just kind of meander around it again?
Yeah, when I said you cheeky bastards, you actually you skipped the dungeon, dabbed on the curse that was sat like right here, and then went up here again. And then you woke up the curse and it moves into your spot.
Nice.
Nice.
You know, cheeky bastards rescinded. You poor unfortunate fools.
Whee!
Yay.
That's fine.
So yeah, let's see, which one is this one? I'm glad the GM notes are a thing that are good. Excellent. So, as you're walking up to this gnarled tree, you can see there's a number of, looks like small smashed rubble mounds, like a bunch of miniature Stonehenges, as though someone had constructed a tiny impression of a village, and time and weather had knocked them all down. You can see resting in the center of this little ring of broken miniature buildings is a small lake. And in this small lake, which is in fact little more than a marshy puddle, you can see the water level begin to rise.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The marsh at your feet becomes far less solid than it was a moment ago. Both Hrothgar, lets out an alarmed bear noise, and there are some overexcited whirring and clicking from Arachnarok as their weight begins to sink them into the very earth itself. Those of you who are on foot feel cold sickness just creeping up your legs. What do you do?
Run for the dungeon entrance.
Okay.
All right, that sounds like an interesting plan.
I'm sure
Sure,
we'll get sandwiched between monster random encounters and the entrance guardian.
I'm sure it's fine. I guess let's see a group athletics test then, as this marsh tries to literally pull you under and bog you down.
Oh boy.
Bogs you down.
So, could I offer an acrobatics instead of jumping from safe spot to safe spot, without trying to dip down into the marsh?
If you pass an acrobatics, I'll give you advantage on an athletics.
All right, fair enough.
All right, no, you do not have advantage on this athletics, and probably going to give you disadvantage now.
Okay.
Can you have advantage from Hrothgar? Hrothgar is doing all he can to stay upright. In fact, you're probably going to have to get off him because you're adding a lot of extra weight to someone who is trying to be sucked down into a bog.
You know what? Fair enough.
Well, how would the Ragnarok handle it then? Because he's actually, can have 8 legs and can.
Yeah, and all of those legs are trying to be drawn underneath the bog. It is definitely an unnatural. Wow, strong pap. It's definitely an unnatural thing that's happening.
Oh, can he do the lizard thing, 4 legs, then 4 legs, 4 legs, like that?
I mean, sure. However you want to word Arachnarok's athletics test.
Yeah, just mostly because I want to use my brain to give him assist in that, help figure it out.
I haven't found out any headbats. Honestly, Elloe, I assumed, would have said, "I begin to fly," and not have to worry about it.
I mean, to be fair, yeah. I thought this
it is a group test. Honestly, you rolling
helping
yeah,
people. So
yeah, no, you rolling does in fact help.
What if I just picked up Kellin and winged off into the air?
You can
See no problem with this.
Yeah, I suppose so. Kellin, the floor wants to rape you, though you squirt every... No. Can you give me, I guess, advantaged athletics? To debog yourself as you are tugged on by Dargan.
Yes, hang on.
And Hedrah, are you staying on or Ragnarok? Or are you going to get off?
Whoa.
God damn, dude.
Wow.
So you tug Kellin, like, almost exactly out of his boots, and he pitches forward, slipping out of your grasp, and he face plants the bog.
Oh.
Yeah, Hedrah, are you staying on a Ragnarok and forcing it to make the test for both of you, or are you going to make your separate to a Ragnarok?
Well, I have 0 strength and a 5 in that. He has a 3 strength, but I have a 0 in athletics, so if I can assist him with the commands and everything to actually succeed,
You have a negative.
to give advantage.
Does Kellin have only like a 6 strength?
I
Does
believe
Kellin
that
have
is
a 6
basically
strength?
how Kellin be, yeah.
Yeah, Kellin,
Wow.
Kellin is the noodly boy. He's got 7.
I thought Madilyn was a noodle. Jesus.
No, Kellin is the noodliest boy.
It doesn't come up a lot, considering I usually pass my athletics rolls somehow.
Wow.
If you pass an intelligence test, Hedrah, I will let you give advantage to a Ragnarok.
Okay. I will see if this works.
Nice, easy DC of 15. Alright,
Oof.
Ragnarok has advantage.
Okay. Which is a strength roll.
Hey, alright. I think between your group that is enough successes. Let's see here. Yeah, so Kellin and Athia. Where is Kina? Where's your roll?
I was hoping the
We
others
need 3
would not.
successes.
Was hoping the others would do well enough that I wouldn't have to. Because
Well, no, because you can. This is not some kind of curve. You actually can bring down the average here.
I was hoping they would do well enough that it wouldn't matter.
That would appear not to have been the case there.
I mean, I tried.
2,
You
3
you
successes,
underestimate.
2.
So, 8 strength cleric doing an untrained athletics check. Excuse me for just a moment. This is the only thing I can do to help myself. I will give myself advantage.
Kina?
What?
Kina.
Yes.
I do have one thing I can do for you.
There is.
Yes, I can throw, my ability, the 1d8 plus 1 guidance from Asmund.
Okay. Can you do that
So
on
in
other
case it
people?
goes, it doesn't actually check properly.
I don't think
you
so.
can do that on
Don't.
other
No, you
people.
can't. You can't put that on.
But
other
you know who
people, no.
can give you an extra dice is your waifu.
Bardic die.
I mean, can I give a bardic die?
This is a skill test.
Which means yes.
Yes.
Okay. Have a
Fucking
bardic
wrong.
die.
All right.
That
Let's see
is-
that. Let's see that advantage athletics.
That is very appreciated because
Yeah,
I will
guidance.
definitely need it.
No, you do not need it.
Oh.
Good thing with that advantage, though. So yes, no, with that number of successes, you can in fact stagger your way free. I will now check for the vampire squad who will count themselves as a different group. Same with Boney Tony. In fact, no, she will fly because she's not retarded.
The bats.
In fact, wait.
The vampires.
The vampires, in fact,
turn into
also,
bats.
yes, they turn into bats. Everyone else flies smugly.
All of us flying people are going to just congregate and
So
lovingly nod at each
fucking,
other.
so fucking smug. Yeah, the bats probably didn't know they could bat a fire. Like they start the ground starts sucking at them and they tug off the ground and then.
What a bunch of flying nerds. A bunch of flying nerds. Nerds.
You're the nerd.
No, you're the cheaty fly boys.
Yay! Yay, people are not hankering on Maddie's now for being a nerd. Everyone else is being fit down
Everyone else is
instead.
in. Take that, fuckers.
Ha ha ha! I am become success.
It is not enough to succeed. Others must fail. But no, in this case, you guys will manage to make it to safety. Kellin, Athia, you guys do get a tick of entropy.
Okay.
That's fine. How bad could it get?
Just pull Kellin out of the muck by his shorts.
And let's see.
It's
Go to this
fine. It's
dungeon
probably
screen.
nothing.
Let's grab the vampires and Hrothgar and shove them on here, because apparently I didn't do that.
It's fine. I've got eldritch running my blood already. Entropy probably doesn't do that much to me.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
Everything's probably okay.
You know, it'd be cool in the future, and this idea just popped in my head. If I make like a magic item that makes so like my shadow can, like materialize into the world and fly alongside me.
Now, I hope restrict movement actually works in new lighting.
Restrict movement.
Like, I can't test it obviously because it pulls people through walls anyway. Because I'm able to do that.
You can actually, if you control L on a token while you're controlling it, restrict movement applies to you.
Oh, does
God.
it?
Then this restrict movement is not working. Damn. Oh no, it just wasn't enabled on this page. I had it enabled on the page that didn't have the fucking lighting, because I'm an idiot.
Oops.
Control
Nice.
L. Alright, you do in fact stop.
Good. Now we can successfully get stuck in the lighting.
Hooray!
Hooray!
There isn't a lot of it. Hopefully. Let's
It'll be fine. Right up until it
everything
isn't.
will be right until it
Yep.
isn't.
Right until we get smashed into a wall and can't get out.
It's okay, that's why you call for a dungeon master.
DM help!
It's amazing that we've become as WoW. Now in tabletop D&D, you too can get stuck in the environment and have to call for a GM to help.
Yeah.
Not like this!
The world is trying to eat me. Help!
I just like how fucking Swator just completely dodged that problem and then gave players the ability to just type /stuck and you immediately get teleported to the next like designated path, so that they wouldn't.
I believe you can do that in. I'm pretty sure you can do that in WoW now.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
an unstuck button,
Yeah,
but
because
that was not a thing all the time.
Yeah, that was even in the beta for the game, and I am 100% certain it's because the people who were originally working on the game came from Blizzard, and they were tired of teleporting out stuck players. They're like, fuck it, do it yourself. Here's a button.
That sounds about right. You guys are free of entropy, how nice. Alright. And so, with this marsh that had been clinging to a number of you, you managed to drag yourselves free of this, like, thick, just viscous muck with a number of bats flapping at the door. I would make a test, but this is a door, and you guys have proven very good at having the muscles necessary to open doors. And so you are able to yank it open and stumble into this tree. There's no staircase going down into this thing, but it certainly would appear to be larger on the inside than it looks on the outside, as you step right out into what appears to be a dark grey foyer. Thump tumble.
Well, this place is interesting already.
So how long has passed since? It's still the same day, right? So
On the same day.
It's a
Okay,
very
I wanna make
long day.
I just want to make sure that our resources weren't recapped.
No.
What was with that bat thing?
What bat thing?
Carrie gestures towards these nerds.
They're vampires.
They flap a few times and then settle onto the ground before shifting slowly upwards. There's a momentary crunching noise. It's probably not the most pleasant thing, but then they are all stood there in their various forms.
It'd be funny if one of them just did not could not come back. Couldn't figure it out right away.
They look like they're about to respond before one of them puts like a finger up to stop you, turns around, puts their head into the corner of the room, and just throws up.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm going to pull out my smutty vampire romance novels and then just angrily tap on the cover, which is covered in bats. Everyone knows this.
Vampires don't even exist until now, I guess. How do we know what's true and what's not?
No. Mom said Alifair went to go and get sucked on by a vampire for all eternity.
Did Athia write that book of yours?
Yeah, no, Elfa did not become a fucking romance novelist.
Carrie's just gonna be like, I don't think he ever existed. He's never shown back up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Mom said that he wandered away, and then other moms said that this was probably one of the moments of clarity.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen him or heard about him ever, so I don't think he exists.
Who are we talking about?
But yeah.
Yeah, I think
Anyway,
Alafir's made up.
Exactly. So yeah, no, your three vampiric companions will spend a brief moment emptying everything in their stomachs that isn't blood. They go, that's not sustenance anymore. Huh.
Oh,
I'm sorry, off. I tried to stand for you.
That's fine. Well, we just sort of panicked when the floor grabbed us. They should turn into ravens instead of bats. Fanged ravens. That is kind of
Ugh.
rad.
Vampire ravens.
Vampire ravens.
well, that's pretty cool. I guess.
Yeah.
Wish I could turn into like a
That's-
giant wolf or something.
Maybe your father needs to teach you.
Apparently, tieflings die if they get bit. I don't know.
I mean, technically yes, but also no.
Like every rule, then. Sure. Regardless, you are stood in the foyer of just blank grey stone. Like, it doesn't look like it's been carved or cut. Like, there's no flagstone, there's no brickwork or anything. It is a solid sheet of this dark grey, and it's on the walls, like, all the way up to the ceilings, although you can see there are roots poking through the ceiling.
Alright.
I
Before
didn't
we
build
go,
this place.
And also, please let me fucking finish.
Move back.
And I'm going to ask for a check from all of you because, as well, the angles of this room don't make sense.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
What
boy.
kind of check would you like?
How would you like to come to terms with something Lovecraftian and unnecessary?
Sounds like an intelligence roll.
I'd like to ignore it because that was my house.
Yes, actually, no. Elloe, you are immune to the effects of anything that would have been tower reminiscent. I wonder why.
I would like to
say
make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, I was about to
Sure.
say, like, keep myself by force of willing. There we go.
Wait, can I have advantage
have
for
that
having
aura.
sucked on a doobie just now?
You did actually get high before coming in here. I will give you advantage.
Based. Also, Kellin, you
So,
should
do you
use
have
your
that
dungeon
saving
finding background feature. Tell us about this place.
Yeah, that sounds great.
What is your purpose?
What are you thinking, Kina? How would you save out of it?
What is the purpose of this place?
Let's wait for everyone saves first to see everyone copes with
almost-
geometry that makes no sense.
I almost want to play with the idea of using insight to lean into this, but
Eyes on the
Probably a-
inside.
Yeah, sure. Make
Eyes
an
on the
insight test if you want to.
that's
If you want to try and embrace the weird.
that sounds about all right, considering I grew up with a family of eldritch sprites.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
go
all right.
ahead. Lean into the weird. Wow,
Little things.
you love these little things.
The Eldritch Sprites, max
Ah,
cute.
squeak.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I want 10.
Maddie, unfortunately, if you want to do things like apply intelligence to this, it will be at disadvantage because you are a being known for making sense of the world, for things that make sense. This doesn't. Like, if you got a tape measure and looked at 10 centimeters on a tape measure, it wouldn't be 10 centimeters. Even though you know that it definitely says 10, you'd be looking at an 11 centimeter wall.
Yes, but here's the thing. I make sense of things that don't make sense. I try to figure out things that don't. It's not like
And you
nobody
can't make.
knows.
And yeah, sure. And that's bad for you because that's not how this place works. The more you try and make sense of it, the less sense it's going to make.
What she's saying is you're trying to round shape a square hole. Don't work.
Yeah, you're trying to impose order on chaos that is just too chaotic.
Yeah, so
Well, it's
yeah,
very
you can give me a test. It's with disadvantage.
I'm just gonna say this. Can't get a round shape to a square hole unless you turn sideways.
Again, we're talking about you're the protagonist. You're now the smart protagonist in a Lovecraft novel. They always go mad.
They do always go mad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, well, intelligence it is then. Let's see how it goes.
Oh
With a crit
no.
fail. A crit fail. Okay, so Maddie, you indeed start trying to think along these lines. Like, well, there are obviously ways around it. If this circle isn't going to go into a square hole, surely it turns sideways. And which way was sideways? That's fine. You can figure out this another way. You can do some maths. Surely everything has to add up. You're in a room, and it's rhomboid perhaps, and things you're pretty sure they're parallel. But they're definitely not. No, the sides don't match up. They don't follow each other. They don't meet at any point. They should do though. How does this wall even stay up? That doesn't make any sense. And you start following down this train and down this train. You're not doing so well all of a sudden. The paradox flare table and chair.
Oh god, no.
Well, here's the thing. She hasn't been given a reason to actually study or, actually think about paradox solve.
No, I mean
It's just
you,
been
that
trying
doesn't.
to-
It doesn't matter. You're looking at things. Your brain figures shit out. I'm saying there's no way to avoid trying to think about what you're looking at.
Oh no, I was talking about what's called for Elloe and things like that. Savin's paradox.
yeah,
she's
the
not.
paradox.
She hasn't been presented ever with a paradox.
Yep, you are now.
Yes.
In fact, it's not even a paradox. A paradox is too sensible a phrase. Like that's a label that you could put on this madness. But yeah, no, Ceridwen, this place is definitely unsettling to your sensibilities. With the 10, you are shaken. Maddie, on the other hand, you are afraid of the walls. You cannot stay within range of these walls. You have to stay in the middle of rooms, the nice safe middle of rooms where there's lots of space around here. want to lean away from it. And although you don't want to lean away too far because you might be leaning too close again to another side of the wall.
She's not gonna have to like. She's not gonna like going through the door.
No, she's gonna hate that. She's gonna fucking hate it.
Okay. How many people did Kellin pass then? Because
Kellen's fine.
okay.
Oh,
Because
good.
I would like Kellin to use his big old peepers and his big old brain to tell us about this place.
Sure. Okay. So, Kellen, as you look around this room, you've never heard of like architecture that has new geometry. You've never seen like stone floors that don't appear to be cut or flagged or set or melted or any of that stuff. It's just a smooth stone surface. You're not even sure you know what stone this is. Like it makes a tapping noise, kind of like marble, but it looks vaguely slaty. And you're trying to look for pores in it, but this rock isn't porous at all. But if that's the case, then surely it feels kind of like chilly and damp in the air. Why isn't that damp collecting anywhere? It doesn't. You've never really seen this kind of thing. You could only assume that there's some kind of magic keeping like that atmosphere clean, which sounds elven. Like, you know, make your home and house more comfortable magic stuff is generally quite elven compared to humans that until recently didn't really even do glass and windows and shit. Elf is your best guess, but that's a very steep guess.
Kellin,
Interesting.
click the investigate button over here. Step through the doorway.
Yeah, can we advance?
Yeah, you can advance.
All right.
Alright, Trap Springer, go trap find.
I assume I don't have Maddie's help this one time.
No, Maddie is not helping you. No, you do not have Maddie's help right now. She's not staring
Yeah.
at these walls.
Is anyone else trained in investigation?
No, you did. I believe Athia literally did move up to help you, so you're okay. It is a crit anyway.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no. I'm sorry, Maddie, but investigation is something that will drive you insane. You can force yourself to roll, but I'll give you the warning now that you will start going insane if you do things like investigate.
Sure you want to do that?
But you can embrace the madness. I'll let you investigate.
Yeah.
Do it, Hedrah.
Well,
Become insane.
Jeanette
Become a
Part 2.
Lovecraft character. Mad Maddie.
Mad Maddie, Furry Road.
Sorry. Damn it. God.
She's even an artificer. Jeanette Part 2.
Jeanette Part 2.
Well,
Um,
here's
please
the
no.
thing. Would you,
No, Jeanette.
would you actually want a mad, not crazy, actually mad mouse?
No.
I mean, it's the end of the campaign. I don't care anymore. Do it. It's gonna be fun.
Well,
Hedrah,
do you want it what?
I'd like to point out what you told the rest of the party yesterday. When Savin tells you to do something, probably not the greatest idea.
Yeah, I know.
You
Fuck
probably
boy.
shouldn't, mostly because I just don't want to take agency of your character away from you now that we're at like the final point.
And also, you might want to play that character in the short shots after this, so...
Yeah.
I
Why
know.
must you all
And
be
plus,
super
Maddie
lame?
has to make. Yeah, I know, but it's I know there's like a fucking mouse that's supposed to be making, you know, assisted walking exoskeletons for, you know, future children.
No, this
Yeah.
is way more fun if you just go insane now.
So
Turn the children
I
into
don't.
robots.
I don't want to see a Jeanette Tower 2.0. Please no.
I have some
it's-
bad news for you about this dungeon.
This is just Tower flipped upside down. It's Tower's younger brother. Or older brother. Or who knows?
This is Rota.
There you go.
But no, we just call this tree. This is tree. Hello, tree.
So what you're saying is, I feel right at home.
Yeah, no, you do.
I wonder if the cheese room will coincide with the weapons room again. That was a good day for Elloe.
Anyway, so what do the mouse peepers see?
Okay, sorry, yes. We're rolling all the way back. Kellin, as you peek your way through, Scooby-Dooing your head around the corner that might be a corner. Scooby-Dooing your head around the curve. Maybe it's a curve. With Athia, you can peer into this room, and you don't detect any traps. The floor here it's a little bit more even. In fact, it's even enough that if you try and look at the floor back here again, you start kind of getting vertigo. It's easier to look into this room instead. There is a thin layer of dust on the floor here, and you can see footsteps. They appear to be footsteps and dried blood, perhaps. The smell, in particular, is actually reminiscent of blood or maybe old bodies.
Nice.
Your companions look a squidge uncomfortable at the smell of blood, even as they're sort of, like scooting in a bit closer in from behind Maddie and Kai.
Huh.
Yeah, this place has been occupied.
Probably the agent that the Rain Queen told us about. Well, I say we go on ahead.
Aha! Get out of my way.
No.
I'm in front.
Well, then get in front then.
There are thingies. What's a thingy?
Hrothgar lets out a whine and does the barefoot Scrabble on the floor, except it slides and skids. It doesn't really dig into the ground at all. There's no purchase. Only update on drop. Shit, you're right. If I can even do that anymore.
That's a lot of blood down there.
I can't do only update on drop anymore.
Nice.
Wait, what? Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
I can't do it with new lighting. Which means I will probably have to set it to... Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll
It's
just
fine.
play by honor.
Your
Yeah.
dicks.
So
I gotta open my game if that works.
can we advance?
Oh wow, the options do not exist. But could you describe the room first
So yes.
and the things in front? At the
Yeah,
top
of course. All right, so those things at the top there, those would appear to be large, rolled-up scrolls of fabric. They've been tied together, and they smell kind of musty, but they don't look rotten in any kind of way. And more pointedly, when you step out into the entirety of this room, you can see that it opens out into what would have possibly once been a nice living space. There's a let's see here. There's a large stove that seems to be set up, resting up against the wall, and it's hanging open. There are a couple of chopped wood log, just chopped stumps, I suppose, that have been quartered and stacked up inside a wood-burning stove, and there's an empty kettle sat upon it. The stove hasn't been lit, but it looks like it wouldn't take much to light it, and there are some old chests with banded gold metal. You can see that there are large padlocks on it. One of the padlocks has had a gouge cut into it, but it has not successfully cut all the way through. And lastly, you can detect a kind of glow, maybe circular shaped glows in the walls just at random points all the way around here. And Kellin, if he moves up, might be able to see more, but he has stayed behind in the other room.
Oh, onwards then.
All right.
Slab squatting.
Yep. Onwards.
Sure. Stop. And as you step into that very room, just grab
Bear mimic.
this as a glow steps out of the wall,
Spooky.
and this as a glow steps out of the wall.
Looks like we're fighting.
Are they
And
ghosts?
this as a glow steps out of the wall.
Maybe
This as a
shadows
glow
was?
steps out of the wall. And this as a glow steps out of the wall.
God, the new dynamic lighting is so bad.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little bizarro.
Yeah, those things have dim light 5 feet on them, but
Those things like weird shadows, or are they ghosts, or
Yeah.
what are these things?
Eldritch shadows.
Yeah, they're all just actually shadows. They exist only to drain our strength before we go into the next dungeon.
Oh fuck! I actually don't have
You
high
wish!
strength.
You wish!
Not really.
No. Yeah.
I prefer
Deathless.
that not to be the case.
Yeah, I'm glad I have my strength drained. Thank you very much. I only have like 10.
You don't need it, but Elloe and I do.
I mean, it also means that my strength gets drained way quicker, and once your ability score goes to 0,
Well, I mean, yeah, you might just die, but that's fine. As long as it's not 0, you're perfectly fine.
Alright, I'm gonna make the brigade move on Tony's turn, just to save myself that effort.
The NPC blob turn.
Yep.
Ah, the Deathless. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, only one of you nerds can be in Hrothgar's space when you gotta go.
alright, fine, there you go. Because I know Stray's gonna bitch at me if I don't.
Is that everybody? Kellin!
Oh, sorry.
Fuck up.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
We've Deathless to burn.
Okay. And as Elloe prepares to dive into the fray, let's see here.
Rage and re.
Yeah, she can go right ahead and do it unmolested. Let's see. I do need to make a thing, so while Stray is quickly AFK, I will set it up.
We've only taken the one short rest on this island, right?
Correct, yeah. We haven't taken any sort of long rest on the Isle of
Oh, I don't care about that. I
Destruction
just
Magic.
need to make sure it's only been one short rest.
Yeah, it's only been the one short rest.
Okay.
You took it after your first proper fight though, so your short rest resources should all be intact.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hate how abilities and stuff in NPC sheets have a period put on the end of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen anywhere else on any other part of this game. And I don't even think they show up. Even though the period is there. So I don't know why they show a period. Fuck it. Alright. You have control of Elloe. So. Alright, she does does a charge.
Get the gift sheet. Open. Alright, tick down rages, which for this time, Elloe is not actually written in the name of this resource. I'll just fix that. And then, let's see, pop pop.
Hit.
Nice.
39. Not bad at all. A chunk is bitten out of this thing, and you can see beneath this, like, a mask of shadows would appear to be a body of, like, withered bone and pulsing tentacle.
Grody.
Yeah, real fucking foul. And on the Deathless's turn, I get to do this immediately. Hey, Ceridwen.
Hi.
Luckily, you can see a space 30 feet away from you. And I'm going to drop you dead in the middle of it, away from your bear.
This is a great place to be, guys.
Yeah, this is fine.
As you are dumped on the spot, you see all of them turn eerie, multi-eyed faces towards you.
Oh boy.
Hey, you're not locked in there at them. They're locked in there at you.
Yep. Good. Good.
Woo!
Spicy. Deathless counter +1?
Don't worry about it.
Yep, those'll hit. For sure.
For very piddly damage, don't you worry about it. They don't hit very hard at all.
Right.
Yeah.
This one will stab at Elloe. And, well, it's always reckless, so that is a hit.
Yep.
13.
And those weren't actually reckless attacks, but okay.
I mean, it's the default of Elloe is to always be,
fine.
unless saying otherwise.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, the marker doesn't show. Well, it's not mentioned. It doesn't have a specific macro for it.
Yeah, but Stray always says they're reckless unless I say otherwise.
Button, but yes, literally, it is something that has been confirmed many times just for situations such as this. If it's not mentioned, there's no playing the did I reckless or not tango. So, Ceridwen, you are bathed in the dim light that seems to be seeping off of this thing's gross, shadowy exterior, and you can see now that it is close up to be indeed made of withered bone and writhing tentacle.
Ow. That's my first reaction here.
Yeah, it aches, and you feel chilled to the bone where you've been raked by these nasty claws.
Let's see. Okay, I can't actually get in range of any of these guys. So let's use a bonus action to chug and heal potion.
Shot.
Nice.
Ooh.
That one was spicy.
Look at you go.
I'm gonna come over here.
Yep.
And then we're gonna whack. Yeah, let's whack. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Lash of Radiance because I feel like these guys. You know, if anything's ever gonna have radiant vulnerability, it's gonna be these dudes. So let's give it a try. Whing. I'll carry.
Not a hit.
Whing.
That's a hit. And although you don't appear to have hit them any harder, you'd swear your blade all but sought out their flesh. Attacks with the radiant damage type have advantage on these creatures.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bueno.
So yeah, you bite into this thing and it lets out a nasty hiss. And you can feel like the blood curdling in your veins at it. It's like 1,000 snakes just had a really bad idea.
Oh. Alright, it's not a whole lot of damage there.
No.
Yeah, I think that'll be it for me.
Could you move
Okie dokie.
Hrothgar like anywhere outside?
Oh right,
the
I have
door?
Hrothgar. He needs to do things at all.
Because he's
actually,
kind
yes.
of in the middle of like
Alright.
everyone going.
Come here, boy.
Alright.
Munch.
Miss.
Nice.
Wait,
It's
no,
okay.
she's raging and giving advantage. Hrothgar do in fact hit with that second one.
Nice.
Yeah,
you
you've
won, Elloe.
yeah, you charged in, you got 2 hits, you did get hit back, and you have a thing called the Deathless counter, and it has gotten a +1 on it. I've not told you what that does yet.
I assume it makes me immortal.
Yeah, I
double?
guess.
It says
Yeah,
it says we're deathless, so I'm sure we're fine.
We're fine.
I'm sure it
Oh,
definitely doesn't
Kellin.
have anything to do with our entropy counters.
Nah.
What?
It's a good-
No.
Mine is at 0.
Which, okay, so hitting these things from with the radiant arrow from right here would have disadvantage normally, right?
I mean,
There's
any
dim light.
any attack with the radiant modifier made against them has advantage. Where would you be getting disadvantage shooting at them with the radiant arrow?
I just mean, I figured dim light was the thing here.
Well, no. See, they emit dim light, but it's
Oh,
still lit up
okay.
everywhere else because lighting is weird like that.
Why?
I mean, it's not lit up everywhere else. You guys
What?
could just have dark vision.
Oh yeah. Oh right. You don't have dark vision.
I don't have dark vision.
Yes, he does. Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
fucking have.
I
I
do
made
now.
you
Okay.
goggles.
That's right. Right. Thank you.
Hmm.
Okay, so I just have advantage. Okay.
Remember, you have advantage from pack tactics anyway.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean, I can shoot the farther ones.
Oh, well,
This
yeah.
is true.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't want to
Yeah,
focus fire.
like these things are emitting light, so no, you can literally see them as well. You could shoot at anyone you want.
That's all I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah, the
Thank
reason they have
you.
those circles around them is because the light they give off is dim, but you guys have night vision.
And I will
Emitting
target.
light looks weird in this game. So.
It does. It really does.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah,
I don't-
I'm going to be reverting back to fucking normie version for shivs. I don't even care that I'll have to undo some bits. It's just too faffy.
Yeah, so I'm not even.
Yeah, sorry, which one are you targeting?
I don't feel the need to focus fire at the moment, so I'm just gonna hit this one far in the back here.
Sure thing.
Yep.
Ow.
Oh, all radiance.
15, 20.
Yeah,
Sick.
I gotta take off some radiant arrows this fight, but this seems like the perfect time to use them.
Yeah, well, you get free advantage. I mean, admittedly, okay, so 28 doesn't mean anything, but the free advantage also does mean that Squeak Attack is going to keep applying. Alright, are you moving anywhere?
I think I'm good right here.
Okay. Madilyn.
I was considering casting daylight into that room to see what would happen.
I mean, it's a big smell.
It is. It might, I don't know, it might make them mad, these weird shadowy monsters.
Maybe.
Well, what's his name? Ragnarok has been emitting dim light and bright light.
It's true. He's not in the same room as them, but also it's not daylight, as per the spell daylight.
Yeah.
I also do not know. Can I make a check on these creatures? Like some kind of religion check or something?
Sure. Arcana?
Untrained.
You have no idea what you're dealing with here, then. There's nothing religious about whatever the fuck you're looking at here.
I see. Well, no one's really hurt, and I have no idea what a deathless counter means. So I don't know how to counter that, or even if I can. So I will fling something at the wall to see if it sticks.
Okay, where are you placing it?
Right in the middle, I think.
Okay, that literally floods this whole place. 60-foot sphere of light. I guess I'll just turn global illumination on at the moment. It lasts for an hour. Shit. Okay.
Still
Never mind.
befuddles me that the new thing doesn't have a update on drop. That's like one of the main, keeping people from breaking your game things.
I know, right? Typical. So, you completely blast this place with piss. the dim light all these creatures are giving off is completely washed away. And as one, they tip their heads back, open mouths with seemingly endless quantities of teeth, and let out a long, hard scream. Ceridwen, Elloe, Hrothgar, Constitution saving throws, please.
Ooh.
Thanks, bro.
Is it
It's fine.
versus something?
Hey, me and Ceridwen, high five.
Hrothgar don't give a shit.
Hrothgar's fine, but hey, Ceridwen, Elloe, you guys are deaf. Mop.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
And all of these things are in a frenzy.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Oh, good.
All right, that backfired.
Just a bit.
However, all attacks have advantage against them now.
Oh,
great.
well,
They're all basically locked into reckless.
Yay.
yay.
Not good.
Not great.
Not great, considering 3 of them get to go next.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What we call
I'm so fucked.
this is what we call picking a whole bouquet of oopsie daisies.
Yeah.
So, against Ceridwen, Elloe.
I mean, you'd already have an advantage against me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
25, 23, 24.
Do it.
well,
I'm
Nerd.
gonna go ahead and pop a shield to deflect that
Okay.
middle one, I guess.
Alright. Sure, then you only take 8, your deathless counter goes up by another, and Elloe,
Ow.
you take 5, your deathless counter goes up by 1. I'll do that.
Oh my god. Getting the lowest damage on the person who has
I know, right?
the piddliest amount of health. I mean, come on, guys.
I know.
Barbarians.
It's just squishy.
So soft. Yeah.
I also
They're,
like it's definitely squishy.
Squishy enough to, jerk a horse off between her arm and tat.
Out of context, that's fantastic.
In context, it was also pretty cool, apparently. Sad I missed it. Maddie!
Indeed. Okay, so I'm just step back here.
There is no
Just say
stepping back.
yes.
You're afraid of the walls. What do you mean, step back?
Yeah, right. I just look at Kellin and said, "Yes."
Bro, you got any of them squeaks away. You have to move in for that.
Yeah, I have to actually touch for that to happen.
Really? I thought that fell at like a 30-foot range.
No. I just tried to Google squeak of faith instead of shield of faith.
No, it's got a range of 60 feet.
Oh, it's right there. Yep, you can in fact do a squeak of faith from where you are.
I will then do a squeak of face from where I am and still say ears.
Yeah, Kellin, unfortunately, you're gonna have to make a save versus joining the Mop Brigade in deafness, because there's no way Maddie's getting any closer to any walls. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Me?
Yes.
Alright then.
He was warned though, so that's good.
Yeah, okay,
Backflip
yeah.
over that shit.
You backflip over sound. Take that, sound.
Somehow. Yeah.
Yes,
All
fucking Matrix dodge there.
The sonic boom. I don't give a shit.
Fucking poor guile. Alright, so yeah, I see that bang. Speaking of boom. Pick a target.
They have reasonably high AC, so just the weakest one.
Sure.
This one.
Yep.
Horse shit rolls, but
That's
okay.
a very resounding hit, though. So good job there.
Yeah,
Yeah, blast a meaty chunk out of this thing's, like, incredibly frayed shadow exterior. Athia.
And
Alright.
Savin, don't forget Squeak of Faith icon.
Yeah, okay. Let me put that on. I just added it to my AC.
I'm gonna move down here. It is
Sure.
time to do the spell that I don't rarely ever get to do. It's called Thunder Wave.
Sweet.
On the wave.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna hit all
Oh,
three.
really? I thought you were gonna. I
What?
thought you were gonna swing with your murder sword that kills everything.
But Thunderwave, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
so here's the thing, Hedrah. I could whack this thing twice, or I could hit all three.
And also as a bonus, you can still use a death call. So
Yeah, if I wanted to. Why did my sheet change to the front page? I was on my spells. That was weird.
I'm sorry, that was me opening your thing up. I'll close
Oh,
that
okay.
again.
Okay. I thought you had some light blade or something.
No.
It's a psychic blade.
It is a psychic blade. Although it would still have advantage on them regardless, because I'm pretty sure these things count as like
Yes.
aberrations or
that-
outsiders.
That and again, they are all reckless, like locked into reckless.
Yeah. So we're gonna Thunder Wave. Just level 1. For piddly damage.
Oh, that's super unfortunate. We'll make 3 con saves, I suppose. Alright, well, I'm gonna say is, obviously the one that's just like closest does get blown back. What is it, 15 foot?
I believe so.
It's 10.
No,
It's
no, I think
10.
it's 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's find out here.
Blast this thing back, it screeches at you, although, you don't really hear much of the screeching over the sound of the boom itself. Like, it rattles the furniture in here.
Yeah.
Things take 2.
And then, as a bonus action, let's have this one take the damage from a death call.
Sure, flick it in, spend it.
Yep. Let me just click the button. Oh my god. The damage rolls are just terrible today.
Oh, it was on 69. Alright. And it just bopped. Tony!
And the vampires.
And the vampires. They're going to end up blocking this hallway, so I think they're going to be doing double moves to get in.
Oh, right. I forgot Raggy. Oh, that's just me.
You'd have to be getting close to some walls again, so I mean... A bit.
Well,
Double
that
move
me.
in.
Raggy can.
That's true, although you'd have to climb off of him, otherwise you'd be taken closer to something you're screaming at.
Would you actually get off from the... Would you actually make him go closer to those dastardly walls, though?
Well,
How
indeed,
could
the
you?
floor is also a wall
Yeah,
in a
that's so
different
mean to
angle.
Raggy.
Everywhere is a wall. Okay.
Shit.
So, we will do Tony's claw stab. Hit. Stab. Stab. I think, does she make it? I think she does. Yep, this one is dead. And a thing will happen, but I'll just quickly go through the whole crew before that, because I'm lazy. I just want to get them all out of the way at once. Athia. Stab. Hit. Talus. I should have left their sheets to... I'm an idiot and closed their sheets, even though I, could have just minimized them. There we go.
There.
Okay. Stab. Hit. $12, $13, $25. And Karen. Pew. So. And as this one dies, hey Savin, roll D2.
Sure.
Alright, it chooses you.
Yay!
Give me a con save.
Oh, nice. Alright. Tasha, please. Yeah.
Oh, woo.
Alright, nothing happens and this thing is destroyed. seems to be blasted into scattered parts. There's this like faintly ozone smell, and then it's gone. As though it rent a hole in nothing and vanished.
Ugh.
Elloe.
Should have taken less damage. I need to add a couple more because this is like slashing and stuff, and I'm have resistance against BPS.
You are tough.
I added 2 hit points. Oh, I was really missing those. All right, this is exactly what I've been missing, and the one to my north.
Yep. Hit.
And that is my turn. I took my bonus action to give me temp HP.
Yeah. And you fucking drop it.
Neato, con save?
Yeah, I guess it will pick you. You have... Yep, the DC is 10.
Okay,
You
there it
pass. Similarly, this thing screams, torn into a hole of nothingness. The smell of ozone is rich in your nostrils, and then it disappears.
Man, this reminds me just like home.
Just like home. And at the end of your turn, and technically before this one's the tree. Let's go with... Let's go with an entropic nightmare on... Ceridwen.
Huh.
Oh boy.
So much aggro.
Well, I mean, you are a paladin.
No, not.
Oh, not anymore. Never mind.
Nope, not
Alright,
anymore. You just and you have
Fancies,
entropy on you.
Okay.
So, con save, please.
No.
Although that becomes 21, you pass. Nothing happens. And then it will try and stab you. Yeah, you guys made it through like the swamp of Eldile itself quite quickly, so I didn't really get a chance to put lots of entropy on you guys, which would have made a lot of the shit the tree can do quite terrifying.
Fair enough, but a lot of us have pretty high
23.
Miss.
and Hedrah always passes.
Ceridwen.
Alright. Now my AC goes back down to 22. And I smack. So you don't need to use the Lash of Radiance anymore, so it's back to Dragon Tooth. For whack. And then whack.
Big whack, kind of big whack again.
And then let's go ahead and use an action Swage. And give him one more whack. Boop.
And that kills it. Con save, please. It will try and deathless you.
No.
Alright, you are fine.
Alright.
Shame. One day maybe we'll see what that does.
No. And whack.
A successful beating of face.
Alright. And hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh, yeah. That's right, action surge isn't a bonus.
Correct. Plus I have Burr.
Burr. Oh, of course, Burr. Do Burr munch?
Yeah, he gonna do a munch as soon as I get his sheet open there. Bop, bop.
My cup runneth over with sheets.
You do it and munch.
Yeah, he land and munch. He just does not land his crunch.
That's
Kellin,
fine.
8 you.
Okay.
These shadowy eld creatures begin to falter beneath your concerted onslaught.
Speaking of a concerted onslaught,
Fair.
I whappish.
You do. You whappish real strong. It strikes it right in its evil taint. Excellent. And no bonus?
Help action.
You don't need to. Remember, everything has got advantage on everything in here.
Right. What am I saying? I don't care.
Yeah, you could do other bonus actions. You are a rogue.
I don't think there's anywhere to hide at the moment.
Well, yeah, all right, fair. Okay. Madilyn.
Hide underneath Ceridwen's boob shelf.
I don't think it's gonna help me right now.
I mean, it could.
It'll hide
Oh,
from
wait,
Ceridwen.
hey, you made this room in daylight. What the fuck was I thinking? Hey, vampires.
Oh no!
It's not sun. It's
no.
not.
It's
not
true,
sunlight.
actually. That doesn't
Sunlight.
count.
Oh
Just
yeah,
the daylight.
daylight isn't actually
Okay.
daylight.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, weirdly enough, daylight.
Daylight is not daylight.
It's really
yeah.
stupid that that's not a thing that happens,
It's
but it
such a high-level
specifically
spell.
says.
The third
Yeah.
level spell.
Yeah, they're unpleasant. Unpleasant indeed.
So instead, what I will do is I will try to toll the dead on this creek.
Which one? Sorry, you've got 2 targets.
This one.
Okay.
I'm kind of terrified of what might happen if I hit the spell button, though. Jeez. Madilyn casting spells on this island has not worked out very well at all.
It's been a hard time for Madilyn. That is true.
So I will toll the dead.
For once as well, you don't actually like completely outroll your wounded with unwounded damage.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Wisdom. Ooh, just barely fails. It takes necrotic
Just-
damage.
Just 10.
It is wrung. It is wrung. Excellent. And let's see here. I mean, I guess you want to try and land another scratch before deathlessing someone. So let's see if we can't get that counter up to 3 on you.
On me? Why would
Yay.
you do that?
Yay!
Alright, take another 12 damage, and your deathless counter is now at 3.
Hold on. No, that's not worth shielding.
Nice.
Fuck
It's
it.
26.
Alright.
Well, it's out of your range.
I mean, I could, if I use a shield, but
Oh, right, yeah, you've got Squeak on you as well.
Yep.
Right.
but no. Fuck
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, do you? No, you take
Nah.
it all? Okay. Let's see.
Must
here.
conserve my resources.
Resources.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Elloe. 23. You take 4 slashing and 3 necrotic, and your deathless counter goes up.
It's fine. It's probably fine.
Yeah, Maddie, your guy.
Okay. This fucker. I reload and then fire.
Alright, let's see that shot. Woo, a
No.
10. It's a
That was
10. That
ambitious.
doesn't hit. A 10 does not hit. Athia, at you.
Yay! I'm gonna move over and try and stab it. Let's see. Stab. Is that enough to
That-
kill it?
Is a... Wait, where are you?
I'm right next to it.
Oh, right, of course, I got a monster on the GM layer, so I lost you underneath it.
Oh. Oh.
No, that's the corpse of the last one killed. Not
Oh,
like...
okay. You
It's
had
not
me
like-
worried there for a second. It's like,
No,
is it
no,
like
no,
a
no,
monster?
no. Yeah, and then I hit the button. Phase 2! When I do that. Not in the first room.
Not in the first room, yeah.
Ultimate phases are for later rooms.
Yeah, yeah. So, is
Oh!
14 enough to kill it?
It's on 1 health.
Oh, well, what the, I just clicked that. Why did it not go? There we go. Now it's not.
Oh yeah, okay, now it is dead. And also you get another death toll point back.
Hooray! Back up to 4.
as this thing too dies screaming. It would really love to deathless strike Ceridwen, but it will target you.
Okay.
Give a con save of 8 to make.
I mean, I can still very much fail that. I pass it.
Oh!
God, if I'd gotten a single hit on you before this point. Oh,
Starting
so
that
close.
fucking line.
So fucking close. And yeah, you wipe it out. Oh, God. Also, from the sounds of it, someone's building is on fire outside.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
sounds like it.
Again?
No one's burned down outside my place before.
All right, let's see. So
I've had police like bust open stuff on drug busts, but
So that's 5 feet. Hey, I still have movement and bonus action.
sorry. Yeah, movement bonus. Go for it.
You can call
I
when it's
can-
happened.
Yeah, I can get back over here. I don't think I really have anything to do for a bonus. Well, because it already gets advantage on Elloe, and
Yeah.
that won't really help her. So I'll save my bardic dice.
Okay. All right. The gangbang crew, who thankfully are only in this one room's fight, so I don't have to deal with them for much longer. All right.
No, I'm taking Tia with me for the rest of this dungeon. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you can have one vampire.
Yeah, you have to make a choice. Do you want Tony or the vampire?
Tia.
Yeah.
Because see, if
So-
Tony dies, bad things happen. If Tia dies, she just rematerializes.
Although the
Oh.
knight is making a case for himself.
He do.
And it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, but he's not Lucina.
This is true. He's not listening.
It's true. She's my one true daughter.
Yeah. Or you could find the 4th vampire and have them join you instead.
Well, let's find out how hot of a waifu she is.
I mean, we don't even know if
Not
she's an
gonna, not
ally
gonna,
yet,
not gonna lie. Actually, pretty up there in waifu-ness.
Yeah, pretty up there.
Pretty up there. There are definitely prettier tokens, but this one seemed the most aesthetically fitting. All right.
All right, fair enough.
Short bow. Hit for piddle damage. But it's getting closer, and then also Tia will join in. Team Bang Bang.
They don't have any dexterity?
I should have been adding that. You're right. I don't know why that isn't on there. Let's just put that shit in. He takes 6 more damage. Still kicking. All right.
Yes, 500% increase in damage.
Yeah. And sickle. 25. Bone dagger, and it die. Stab, slash.
Now,
Damn
who
it.
does it deathless?
It's gonna probably go on. I don't know. These guys are also agents of undeath, so I think that. Sorry, agents of death. So I think that it's gonna have to try and target her as well with the wicked DC of 8. Do I immediately deathless the fucking waifu? Good luck, Tia. Who is presumably, honestly, if I'm like kind of like vaguely immune to this.
Oh, for
I
God's
know it.
sake! Why would you
Fuck
say
no,
that?
She has advantages. Doesn't fucking matter. In fact, she
Okay.
has basically immunity. This effect doesn't work on them.
Whew.
Yeah,
She's-
well, because
she's
remember, Scout said earlier when, the Raven Queen said earlier that they no longer have souls to barter. They're owned by someone else. So, I mean, these little shitlords could try, but their souls are kind of owned by death.
Look, the goddess of death loves her children, and living agents would have been not very useful. Dead agents are apparently immune to this bullshit.
Okay, sexy Nurgle.
Okay. Clarification for you, Stray. The tentacles were the ones that didn't have. They were the so-called deathless ones.
Yeah. The aberrations are the soulless beings. These people do have souls. They're just not very useful while they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're super useful while they're dead, and they can use their soul's edge. No.
Is that the end of
Ah,
combat?
the Book of Weeaboo Fighting Magic, I see.
A Tale of Swords and Souls.
All right,
Oh,
so I
sorry.
immediately
Hey,
march into
Kellin,
the
come on.
next room and proc the encounter.
What?
Open the chest. Check for traps.
Okay.
And then unlock it.
Kellin, you find a second mirror. The trap was you all along.
Nah.
You don't detect any traps, but you can see that there are padlocks, and yeah, one of them has been gouged or stabbed at with a knife or a sword.
Is it still pickable?
It is still pickable, although it might need forcing afterwards anyway. But yeah, Elloe, Ceridwen, those raking cuts that you've gotten on yourselves, they don't appear to have stopped bleeding. You've definitely
Ow.
healed your injuries, and Elloe usually doesn't bleed much anyway, but they are still slowly seeping blood.
That's worrying.
Bite.
Aunt Madilyn.
I examine these wounds and try and figure out what's wrong with them.
Sure, give me a medicine test.
Whoa, a medicine check. Was so
I know,
rare, guys.
right?
Oh, fluffed.
Maybe they should try doing cocaine about the ghosts in their blood?
Do I
Can
still have that bardic?
You do actually. It's the last 10 minutes.
It
Yeah.
has been like, yeah, could I try an Arcana check to see, like, what
What is that,
what
D10?
those shadows?
One at a time. Yeah, what's your bardic?
Oh, my Bardic's a D8? D8.
Alright, a D8 then. No, you're still pretty sure that there are ghosts in their blood. Honestly, I made that statement as a joke, but it's not far off.
Maybe try some laudanum.
Kellin. 14 ain't gonna cut it. Sorry, 11 ain't gonna cut it. You didn't have advantage.
Keep
So-
your spells, Madilyn. I'm gonna try an experiment. I'm gonna
So-
neck healing potion.
So can I try and make sense of what those shadows were with Arcana? See, like, if I have any, like, arcane knowledge about this? Okay, 20.
Hard to say. They look like an amalgamation of kind of monsters of various types that you've fought. You've fought skeletons, you've fought tentacle monsters, and you've fought shadows before. This was just like all of those smashed into one thing, but everything it didn't really make any sense. Your friends are bleeding strange wounds, and you could literally see as Elloe consumes a potion, she looks more vital, but the wound itself is still very slowly seeping blood. Doesn't look like it's hurting her. In fact, you're not even sure that's really their blood. That might be an illusion.
You know what? I'm gonna put my hand on, like, the blood there, see if it is an illusion. Does it actually feel like real blood?
Feels real. Would you like to roll to disbelieve?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
like to roll a disbelieve. What would you like for that? Wisdom or?
Isn't it raw intelligence?
I'll take raw intelligence. Yeah, that
think
sounds a
roll-
lot better for me.
That's what I guess. Yeah, int. Okay, no, with a 10, this feels like a real injury to you.
Hmm.
Logic says it's probably an illusion, but you can't seem to make that disconnect for your brain.
You two will probably be fine. Probably.
Wait a minute. Magic. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I using magic on this?
Yeah, why are you?
Magic
throwing
isn't
magic?
working. Magic isn't working. Doesn't seem to be working. So,
You should stitch them up.
I'm going to stitch them up.
Yeah, sure. You guys can indeed be healed for 10 plus your hit die. Madilyn, you're not sure what it is. By the time you finished, like, you could definitely see that there are cuts and you have, like, stitched them closed, but there's still blood seeping from them freely.
Should not
Does
be
it hurt?
possible.
It's probably an illusion. Probably.
Have you?
Can,
I
can
have
the
a
DM answer,
question.
please?
Have you all tried to wash that with, like, holy water a bit?
Let's come back to that.
Yeah,
Good.
no. I mean, it throbs and aches where the wound is, but like it doesn't seem to be doing so any special degree. It's just kind of an unpleasant injury. you're fairly sure she's done good medicine to you, because Madilyn always does good medicine to you, but you're still bleeding.
Yeah, it's probably an illusion. Probably. Maybe. 75% sure. Maybe 60.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Kellin, you do not succeed in getting this padlock at all. It's pretty complicated.
Hey, Raven,
Proposition.
are
Can
any
you
of you
move the
thieves?
chest to the center of the room? Can-
Wait. I mean,
It's a
maybe
Yeah,
is it bolt
just
to the floor?
The chest is not bolted to the floor, but it is about 200 pounds.
Oh, that's
and
easy.
Ceridwen is about 22 strength.
Yeah. Although she is currently distracted looking in a stove because that's where food comes out.
Oh, mimic.
No, you can see an empty stewing pot and also like an empty like cast iron skillet. And yeah, there's an empty kettle sat on top of it. This stove hasn't been lit, but it's remarkably clean.
Does it smell like blood over here?
I mean, everything smells like blood, but you're pretty sure the reasoning is for like the middle of this room.
Yeah.
okay. Hey, Caroline, can you get like the chest over here?
Yeah, I'll drag it over there.
Sure, let me just...
I will move out of the way and stand standingly at this door.
Kellin,
Is
why don't
this-
you try that chest while we're working on this one?
Hang on, real quick, guys. Is this supposed to have dynamic lighting on it? Because
Son
it
of a
looks like
fuck.
Oh,
this
that
looks
just
like a
fell
door
off
yeah,
we
right
can
now,
see
too.
beyond.
Yeah. We can see. I can only see straight down to some stairs there.
What stairs?
Yeah,
Okay.
what stairs? I don't know what you're talking about. There wasn't stairs there. There's
There is
just a door.
Door. I will
There's a
stand.
door. It
I will
is
stand.
barred. The bars are on this side, so you could just lift it.
But I will wait
Okay.
until my boyfriend looks at it first. Also,
I
killing
thi- I-
22 for that
Okay.
test.
Yeah, alright, one at a time. Maddie. The chest is now closer. It's away from those traitorous walls that make no sense, so you can concentrate on it.
Okay. With my fucking thieves tools and all that good shit.
Yep.
30.
Okay.
She shows me up.
Absolutely shows you up completely. What you actually discover when you start unpicking it, Maddie, is that there is someone else's broken thieves' tools in here.
Kellin.
It looks like a wire. It's not Kellen's either.
I didn't break.
Yeah, Kellin didn't roll badly on the break. No, it looks like someone did in fact try and pick it, and then also after failing and snapping a pick in here, tried to break it, and then fucked that up and continued on. But
Just
you are
Yeah,
able,
that day.
you're able to pop it. You'll have to ask one of the strong people to like yank the lock open. Once you've picked the lock, it's fine, but it's damaged and dented anyway. So the latching mechanism's gone. Just needs pulling open.
Yeah. Mention that. The out of character big sister shows how it's done.
Exactly. Maddie's like a wholesome months older. Take that, Kellin. Yeah. So, after having one of the strong people like tug open the padlock you've unlocked, the chest can be freed open. At the same time, Kellin, there is a gratifying click as you get your own lock. Obviously, that first time was just a fluke. Just a fluke. You softened
I
it
don't-
up for Maddie.
Practice. I don't get enough practice with Maddie.
Yeah,
Doing
exactly.
everything.
Yeah, she's too talented. But don't worry, you stood. Look, you got it. You managed to get the cobwebs out. No problem. And so, when you open this chest, roll me a d20.
Hooray!
We both.
Both you and Hedrah, pets. You guys each give me a d20. Okay, 7 in there. 13 in there. I'm gonna go to my table of random magical junk.
Hooray!
love that so much.
You want to know something hilarious? Those are 2 unlucky numbers. 13 in the Western, 7 in Asia.
Yep.
But if
Seven's
you
also
triple,
in the Western.
triple that up, that's very lucky.
Hard
in
for
the
the
West.
case.
Wow. Okay, so
Oh,
this
yeah.
list of random things that are in a house
Yeah.
is a fantastic randomizer, but it is pretty out there because apparently one of them contains sandpaper, an apple, a bracelet, a whole piano, a drill press, and a toilet.
Okay.
Oh, like a whole miniature piano.
No, it's a grand
Yep.
piano.
It's a
no,
grand piano,
it's-
yeah.
it's-
A whole
It's
actual
not a
piano.
grand piano. It's more like a piani.
Piano.
Yeah, it's a stand one. You could definitely imagine this playing some cowboy ass tunes.
It was the chest.
So
I don't
yeah,
think that
yeah.
weighs 200 pounds.
So yeah, Hedrah. Sorry, yeah, Maddie. You start peering through this, and you recognize one of these things as a thick roll of sandpaper. It's coarse and it's gritty and gets everywhere.
Oh, what grain thickness?
It would appear to be. It looks to be quite hard grained, so probably first run sandpaper, not last run.
Just so we're talking like, what level? Like 40, like 60,
I
80
don't
maybe?
I don't know the grades. I just know that it's the largest grains. So the kind that you would do like on the like for the first run of sanding on, or maybe not even on wood. You'd use it maybe on metal. Like the sandpaper is basically sharp.
Okay, then yeah, that would be a higher higher density than for like metal. Because,
Yeah.
well,
Calling
you
it
can't have
calling
too
yeah
much,
calling
right?
it yeah calling it sandpaper isn't fair. It's some material that's coarse and sand-like, but obviously a bit tougher. But yes, then you pull out an apple. It appears to be a fresh, juicy apple. A green apple, so probably a little bit sour and tart, but it would make great in a pie. You pull
Madilyn?
out. Pardon, sorry?
She
I
passes it
just
off to
tossed it to
Madilyn.
Madilyn.
Yep, Madilyn, you are handed a delicious, juicy, fresh, crisp apple. It looks like it has dropped in the perfect moment of ripening from the tree.
Why am I not surprised? There's a perfectly ripe apple in here.
That's probably fine.
Then you pull
I'm
out
looking for wall chicken.
Yeah, exactly. And then you pull out a bracelet. It appears to be like a 3-stud layer, like fake dog collar studs. It appears to be like 3 layers of that, a leather strap and some buckles. And then yes, there is a piano. You need some help pulling that out.
A piano in this treasure chest.
Yeah, she'll need some help pulling the piano out.
Bigger than the chest.
There's
It's about exactly as wide as the chest. Like you can get your fingers around it just barely.
sideways. Sideways. It's putting
No,
it
no,
sideways.
It
Like,
is
wait, how the fuck
it is a tall thing.
Have you guys ever seen an upright
Mm.
piano?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
Aside
but
from you,
it's,
Hedrah.
There you go.
It fit in that chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not noticed that this chest is over 5 feet wide?
oh,
Yeah.
How tall is it?
Not very. It's definitely not very tall. You're definitely like hammer spacing the shit out of the contents of this box.
That's
I
what
will
I'm
turn.
asking.
I will turn around and just point to everything.
Yeah,
Guys,
the wall.
this
And nothing makes sense.
I know.
It's fine.
So yeah, you pull out a piano. If you'd like to add that to your party loot, you
Oh.
now have a piano.
I'll
I'd
just
love
leave
to put
the
piano
piano.
in party
We'll
loot.
push it out when we leave.
Yeah.
I just
Wait, hang on.
wait to just look at it and
Yeah, it's a really nice piano.
Yeah, it's
Is it-
really nice.
is it-
I look at it and
Sure. Maddie,
Just give it one.
you can give it a little tinkly tink tink. It makes it's perfectly tuned. It's probably on the higher level than your standard piano, and there's a nice twang to what would otherwise be quite deep notes. So you can chuck out a little blank blank blank.
I know what.
blank, blank,
I
blank,
know
blank,
exactly what Maddie's playing, and it is SA for work, and it's not loud.
It's just yes, it's the intro to Cheers. She begins playing. And then, yeah, sorry, you're able to slide out of the way. And next is something that you're also probably not expecting to see. It looks like a manual drill press.
What is that?
So there is a sharp drill head that's been placed inside a small rotating lever. If you work a hand crank, it makes the drill spin around. And if you step down on another lever, it pushes the drill up. It puts holes in things. Let's see here.
Okay, let me just say that you cut out for me, so all I heard was manual press. It's like,
Manual drill press.
Manual drill press. So there is a hand crank you turn, it makes a drill spin, and then there is a pedal you step on that pushes the thing towards the drill. It's not very powerful because it's a manual drill press. That means it relies on small, tiny noodle arms like yourself and isn't going to be cutting through any kind of metal. But it's nice for furniture.
that can be fixed. That can be fixed.
And last of all, most proudly, a toilet.
Huh.
The fuck is that?
It would appear to be like a wooden crate casing, and it's got this ceramic inner lining. You can see that there's water in it and a lidded container in the bottom.
Yeah, we've seen toilets
So it's not
before.
it's not a flushing mechanism, obviously, but it is a thing what you sit down and poop in.
A portable toilet.
Yeah, I'd point out, given where we fucking exist, we have outhouses, which is a hole cut into bare fucking wood.
This is that, but fancier. It's a ceramic inside, and it's got a lidded water basin container. You literally are holding a porta potty.
You were in Borks 1, but Jeanette introduced internal plumbing.
Admittedly, that's basically only on Tower, but it's in a couple of fancy places.
In the rich people in freeholds, they have those.
Yeah,
Okay,
they-
let me also point out the fact that Nash has been alone in a fucking abandoned town
You and your
half her fucking life.
You and your party have been to Freehold enough, and you specifically have been around like engineers and stuff. No, you have actually seen not super. You've definitely seen a flushing toilet before, but no, this is a wooden ceramic porta potty.
Oh, okay. I did not know that had been to that extent.
Yep.
Congratulations, people! You found a crapper.
You did. And now, of course, Kellin, it's your turn on the wheel of random things.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Why is Drill pressing the twice? I'm hitting it again. Okay, this is also quite silly. So, Kellin. Okay. You find a pencil.
Now,
Okay.
I have no idea what it is.
It would appear to be a piece of wood with a long charcoal stick in it. I mean, it's not like it's graphite. It's not got metal on it or an eraser, but it is wood wrapped around a charcoal stick, and it works like
that's still fucking space age.
Yeah, they're great. Let's see here. There is also a wine glass. There is a jar of soy sauce.
Excuse me.
You know what that is, too.
Oh, grab your hand. Grab your
Yeah,
hand.
Maddie loves soy sauce.
No,
You're not allowed near it. No.
Remember the last time you got a bottle of soy sauce?
You had like a heart attack last time.
There is. Oh, God damn it. All right, there is a spoon.
One spoon.
A pencil and a spoon.
It's a silver spoon.
How
It's a nice
big?
spoon. It's a tablespoon. There is. Oh God, no! It can't actually be that. No,
Well,
there is a haunch of beef roast.
Okay.
Is it cooked or?
Cooked, yeah, it's a haunch of beef roast. It looks like it's been seasoned with mustard seeds.
Fucking grab your hands from Elloe.
And last of all, most fantastically, you're going to need some help pulling this one out because it's a sailboat.
Wait, what?
A whole sailboat?
What?
A whole sailboat. The mast is down. You'll have to screw that back in, but it's a sailboat.
How
Like-
is it gonna
Like
fit
a
out?
5-foot sailboat?
Can't get it out again. If you pull it all the way out of this chest, you probably aren't taking the sailboat anywhere. You have to leave a sailboat in the middle of this room.
Oh.
Uh,
Just leave it there for now. Like, just put it.
It'll
put
be
the
easy
boat
to take.
back where you
it'll be
found it.
Well,
Put the boat back.
so like a cutter?
It's like a 5-person sailboat.
Okay, so
So it's more than 10 across. It's probably not much more than 10 across, but more than 10 across, and you aren't going to get it
Yeah,
sideways
so
either. The walls just
it-
don't
it-
make sense.
it's a cutter, single mast.
Yeah, single mast.
Pretty fast. Yeah, just a small little cutter. I got you. Let's
Yeah.
just slowly close that, and we can
Yeah.
take that with us.
So yeah, you have a 200-pound chest that is called now, if you would like to put in your party loot, sailboat in a box.
sailboat in the box.
Once you try and interact with the other chest, you find that it no longer has the holding function. It's just a box that is as deep as the box looks.
Oh, it's a nice box.
It's a nice chest. It's old. It's heavy.
Away without all the stuff in it.
It's still exactly 200 pounds exactly, even with the
That makes
piano,
sense.
toilet, and all of that shit taken out of it. Same. Both of them are exactly 200 pounds. And once you take the objects out, they are no longer magic. The box is also mundane once they are emptied.
It's like, is the meat? Is it hot, or is it cold?
The beef,
Yes, you said it was cooked.
it is cooked. It's probably like warm. It's obviously been left out just in time so you can now slice it and put it in sandwiches without the bread getting soggy.
Okay.
Like it's been cooked and had time to rest.
Okay. It's kind of like those rations, except it's just kept in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is some fucking Looney Tune bullshit. You're like, I'm trying to distract it. Pulls out the fucking Lego hat.
But I suppose
Yeah.
we could just have some lunch then, if you want to have the meat, I guess.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. It's a very, very nice apple, Madilyn. And I say it's like
Oh.
the perfect, like, it's crisp, it's a little bit sour and tart, it's a green apple. You probably would have, if you'd had the time, made it into some kind of pie or pastry. But as it is, very refreshing, very juicy, just delicious juices dribble down your chin.
Wow.
Your tentacular tongue sneaks out and grabs up all those delicious droplets of juicy goodness.
Oh, you should
I
save
had
the
more of
seeds
these.
from that. Save the seeds from it. We can grow them.
Yeah.
Could I?
And as you say that, everyone looking at Madilyn happens to notice that, hey, cool wings you got there, Madilyn,
Why do you have wings?
and glowiness and tail and stuff. What do you look like again?
What do I look like?
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
look like?
Because now it's all on show.
Oh. Hang on a minute. I can grab a picture.
'Cause, yeah,
Sure.
Madilyn, your like illusory affectations, oft never seen by the eyes of mortals, are on full view. Everyone can see these cool glowy wings.
Those
Little
are.
tail.
Sorry.
And yeah,
Missing the tail, but the tail is also there.
yeah, it's hidden obviously beneath your sweet ass.
And it drives me nuts. I thought for literally almost 2 years that everyone could see it.
Yeah, I had no idea the wings weren't there until like a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, those are new.
What?
Carrie reaches out and yanks on a wing.
Yeah.
Are they physical?
Yeah, they're solid. They have like a translucent magical glow, but then there's a
When did you get those?
I don't know.
I'm just
Mum
gonna reach
always
out and,
did say that you had the prettiest wingies.
I'm just gonna reach out and gently
Oh,
pet
that
the
makes-
wing. Do you
Oh, that
feel
makes
that?
Yes. Oh, is that why she
The
always?
tail there, or not the wings? Or just the wings, I mean.
Everything's on display.
My mother
Tails there, too.
always said some strange thing sometimes.
Well,
Never made, but it did not make sense.
guess she could see it before any of us could.
Yeah. Every
Huh.
month, strangely enough, whenever Anna would have one of her moments, she'd, always refer to Madilyn and Tisa for having the cutest little wings.
They are
Her
very
sweet,
cute, though.
her sweet little sugar plum. One day she will fly.
They are very, very cute.
Unfortunately,
Yes,
when
Jill.
you try and achieve lift with them, my dear, you are much too thick with too many C's.
They...
You might be able to like slow your fall with them. Not that you're going to be doing any falling in this tree, you hope, because it would probably be upside down falling anyway.
This place is taxing.
Crunch, crunch, nom nom.
I will
Yeah?
keep the seeds of this apple. I will plant them in a grove.
We'll have delicious apple trees eventually.
Yeah, that was probably one of the nicest apples you've ever had. And as for anyone who indulges in roast beef sandwiches, perfectly mustardy. Mm.
Just as long as they don't put fucking mayo on it.
You can choose to put mayo on it. No, so it's a mustard seed roast beef sandwich.
That's when people try to make a good like roast beef or fish sandwich and they ruin it with mayonnaise.
No. Give me a roast beef sandwich with a bit of mustard and bitter cabbage.
Oh fuck! I should
Time to
make a
do
roast.
my own homemade mayonnaise if I do like a pan-fried fish.
Fat.
Fucking roast beef kimchi. Oh, that sounds amazing.
Does the tail behave better than my tentacle?
Yes, you do actually have control over your tail.
God.
If anything, your tentacles keep trying to play with your tail. It's like, there's a whole extra appendage back here, boss. I don't know what we're doing with it. But yes, if you guys would like to take your short rest, you can sit down and have a delicious luncheon.
Okay.
And as you do
It's
so...
a short rest, so people who need it can spend hit die.
Yeah. So... Hey, Athia.
Yeah?
3 vampires are going to stand around you.
Y'all try to buy me, I will stab you.
We're really hungry, and you smell so good. I don't even have words for that. It's delicious.
I'm pretty sure my blood won't do anything for you. It's kinda all mapley once it comes out.
Ah. Okay. They like scratch their arms and look very much like addict uncomfortable, but they will give you your space.
I mean, my blood is poison, but aren't vampires immune to that?
I have no idea. We've never been vampires before, you know. I haven't been poisoned yet, so...
And Kellin's blood is, well, explosive. So, and will set you on fire.
Yeah, no, I don't... That doesn't sound like a good time. I'm pretty sure fire is still bad.
3 people who have normal blood.
Yeah. Say, Ceridwen, do you have blood to spare?
Certainly big enough.
Yeah, I suppose. Carrie will step out of her armor and loosen the collar of her shirt.
We can just, like, an arm or something.
Oh, do you not have to go right for the neck and all?
I mean, you bleed everywhere, right?
And assume. Alright. So gonna meta cuck here a little bit. And Carrie's gonna like cut her palm on one of her daggers. So that they do not need to bite her and drain my max HP.
Damn it! Okay. All right. Deal your strength modifier and damage to yourself,
Alright. Ow.
and then they will each take sippies, delicious sippies. And yeah, let's see here. Do any odd death powers be active? They are shape changers, so let's see. I don't think they need to do anything in bat form or mist form or any of that shit. It probably allows them to keep on regenerating because they regenerated a lot of injuries with no blood in them and threw up all their food when they first got in here. So yeah, you can see some like last old cuts and bruises and stuff re-knit themselves closed, and they all look much more satisfied. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Carrie
Gosh,
will
that's
reach
very
out
good.
and ruffle Tia's hair. Sure. Yeah, that's... I hope you're not having trouble getting used to this and, you know, people aren't gonna give you a hard time about it.
I have no idea what to expect. None of us do. It's not even been a day. It's been, like a few hours.
Yeah, I know, I just...
We'll probably freak out later. I mean, we came here prepared to die, so I guess we technically did that, but this is a step up.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, if you guys do have a freak out, we're here to talk.
Sure. They will give you a selection of uncomfortable shrugs between the lot of them, and just sit at this table, I guess. By the way, we can definitely smell someone else.
Like in the room with us, or downstairs?
Definitely not that way. There's something in this room.
What's this again?
It's a bookcase.
Start pulling out
Carrie's
the
gonna...
books.
Yes, Carrie's gonna try
Wait.
and, like, move the bookcase.
You fucking
How about
savage
mention-
bitches.
Look, I was gonna say pull the books, but okay, yeah.
Yank.
Ah, you ruined the puzzle. This is not how the books do it at all. You're supposed to pull on each individual to see which one is a lever.
No, she just yanks the whole bookcase. It tumbles forward. I'm just gonna add some stone and rubble to the other side of this. Give me a moment.
Well, if what's it called? Ragnarok's eyes
There we
just
go.
is
Oh.
nice and light,
Ah.
so anything invisible.
They're neat.
Crunch.
You cheater!
Oh. Oh.
Ah, okay. There's the other vampire.
Other vampire? As you'd say so, a figure wearing, like, plate and clothing that seems to be white and blood red, with a large cloak and a great sword held in two hands, is, like, immediately on guarding you.
What, are you not a vampire?
You said other.
I
Oh.
mean,
And also, how the fuck do you know what a vampire is?
We got some vampires here. Hi, Raven Queen sent us.
Persuade test?
Sure.
I feel like this is kind of like disadvantage and you're just rambling off things to her. Not that it matters.
Yeah, okay, fine. She puts her sword down. Alright, what the hell? This place has been strange enough. Welcome to my laboratory. Well, mine at the moment.
Oh my god, it literally is just power. Guys, we're in just wood tower now.
Don't worry, we're not here to take your lab from you.
It's only mine until I'm done using it, which should be soon.
Oh.
She gestures at a series of alchemy supplies, an alembic, and a bunch of devices that are bubbling merrily away.
Well, hey, we were
Curious
just
mouse.
talking about not knowing what to expect from vampires, so vampires, go meet vampire.
They sort of Scooby-Doo around the corner. She will scowl at them and hiss.
Like the Cerberus.
she fangs. Yeah, exactly. And at which point, this woman then like bares her fangs and hisses at them, and they all like back up and step away.
Hey!
That's kind of a
Rude.
little bit.
I wasn't expecting new bloods. Fine.
Well, they-
She'll sigh and they'll walk inside. What are vampires doing here?
The Raven Queen just made them.
Yeah.
I hadn't.
Look,
Suppose
it's a long
on a-
story. I killed a god, and then the Raven Queen woke up. It's a whole thing.
I think
Oh,
this
no,
made
I've-
her more
I've-
okay.
I've been active for months. Basically, since that happened, I'm aware that you. Oh, you are the ones who killed God. Congratulations. My commiserations.
Commiserations, and
Commiserations, yeah.
Carrie will tap the front of her breastplate that still has like the Hagen tabard on it.
I see. That was in poor taste of me. My apologies. Anyway, welcome, dangerous Deus adventurers of whatever. I'm not good at the word thing. Hi, what are you doing in this hellhole?
Oh my god, it's Vampire Buffy.
Oh, you know, find out what happened to the elves.
Oh, okay. Have you found out yet?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all like left and went into a different dimension. You know, typical stuff.
Mostly.
We're pretty
Okay.
close. Here, take a look at this poem. We're missing like a verse, but supposedly when we find the rest of it down here, we'll know the truth of the matter.
Well, okay. I haven't gone further down yet. I was hunting more of those things, and then the bookcase slid shut. And then I saw a bunch of supplies, and, well, you know, the rest is history.
Right, yeah.
Oh, are you trapped in here?
Just that's from the back.
No, not.
What's it do that?
When it be trapped, she can turn into mist. Have you not read the books?
Who the hell is telling people what we can do?
I will trot over and then open up my pack and reveal like 5 different books.
I see that you have literature written by a psychopath, I can only assume.
What, are vampires not supposed to be sexy?
Not especially, no. I can't help but notice that this thing. I'm looking through a few. She'll like scroll through the pages. I just saw the word throbbing, bulging veins no less than 5 times in 10 pages.
Isn't that how that works?
And it's not
We don't-
good prose.
She will hand the book back. No, we aren't sex icons. Hello, creature of undeath. Corpse being.
Yeah, no
No.
offense, but I don't find
Hello,
vampires
poison
to,
dragon.
you know. have sex. No offense to you about it. It's just
Literally
whole
the
undeath
daughter
thing.
of a great beast.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
She'll-
I want to go farther, and you're not gonna bother us or nothing.
No, please. Do come in. Enjoy.
Not farther in there.
Oh,
Oh, then, I don't know. Go
Fight
where you want. Like I guess.
do you want blood
So
too?
what are you doing
I'm
here,
still
Dan?
bleeding from this cut.
Where the hell I go?
Hmm?
Oh, she's kinda-
Oh, I suppose so. It's no fun if they aren't squirming or something. Fine. Yes, please. Appreciate it.
I'll just unwrap the bandage and squeeze.
Mlem. She gets her tongue right up into there. For someone who says that vampires aren't meant to be sexy,
Yeah, right.
she sure
Shivers.
she sure does make a face of it.
Fucking told you.
And she'll lick her lips. Not bad. Free range, I approve. Lick blood from
So
pale
what are you
skin and
doing
red
in
lips.
here?
Oh, alchemy. I wanted to wait
No,
until the
here.
monsters had gone back to rest, and just as they had, then suddenly a bunch of heartbeats showed up again.
Yeah, she's doing alchemy here, Maddie. That's what she's doing.
But
Mhm.
why here of all
Just
places?
alchemy here?
Oh,
Because there's alchemy stuff there. Why not here?
yes, well, I obviously came to accomplish more, but I woke up the monsters and then stepped in here and everything closed. I figured I'd wait until it calmed down again.
Oh.
Yeah.
And obviously you've re-calmed it. I don't know. Those things will probably come back, by the way. I know that I killed a number.
Well, that's good to know, thanks. Suppose we should, beat feet while we've got the chance, then.
I suppose. Would you like some free stuff I've made?
I love stuff.
I wouldn't say no to free things.
Okay, let's see here. This one's a bomb. She'll, like, idly toss a glass vial over her shoulder towards you.
Oh
Carrie.
god. Oh no. Not to carry.
God.
Oh no.
She sees an adventurer and definitely did not assume fuck all dexterity for some reason. Acrobatics?
Okay, no, we're fine.
No, you're fine. You catch the bomb.
Just catch it and hug to chest. Oh god.
Well, it's only a small bomb.
I just, you know, despite being a pupper, the tennis ball hits me in the face mostly. Just put it that way.
I see.
I'm amazed you caught that. Holy
I am
shit.
too.
I
Gonna
didn't-
hand that off towards Maddie.
Yes, just be careful, I suppose. When they explode, they fire off a spray of sticky adhesive that's quite flammable.
My and Athia's blood.
Yeah.
What?
Sticky adhesive that's flammable.
Okay.
If you want to add that to your sheet, Maddie.
Flammable glue bomb.
Although you do have to hit the target with it. So it is made as a ranged attack.
Well, I will add it. I just was muted this whole time. I just interesting that.
Yep.
Sorry about that sudden onset of sneeze.
That's right.
I guess Maddie was saying like, oh, really? This gives me ideas.
I'm sure.
Interesting.
You haven't fed 4 vampires.
That's the least thing she'll throw a fit about.
There shall be more bothered that you made 3.
Where did you just find 4 vampires?
Well, we only found one.
You helped the goddess of death make the 3 others. It's cool.
We didn't know.
You didn't know after the first one. You still let 2 more walk into her embrace afterwards.
Look,
Look, it's
She
not
doesn't
my
accept-
religion. I'm not a bigot.
This
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Theory is, though, she would be bothered.
Yeah, Theory's a hella bigot.
We only made 2 by accident. The third we did on purpose.
Well, technically we didn't do it. We just stood by while it happened and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you could argue is complicity, but I would say it's respecting someone else's religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, she will also give you 2, like, just normal healing potions that she's made.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Replaces the one
Unfortunately,
that I used to use.
healing not quite so useful for, well,
Yeah, how do you
vampires.
guys get healed? Because
Potions. That's basically it. Or we wait and feed. We are healed by feeding.
okay,
The
so
more
like,
vigorous and violent, the better, oftentimes.
so no like necrotic blasting you to heal you.
No, you can't just unheal us to heal us.
Okay.
That will actually just, necrotize the flesh that we have. As you can see, and she'll gesture at, like, smooth pale flesh, we are still rather intact and made of flesh. When we're made of flesh, we're not always. Sometimes it's mist. Like, whatever. It's fine. It's nothing. If you find anything you want to put in a cage, she'll gesture at an empty cage. 2 empty cages. This was an experimenting thing. And also in another room is a room dedicated to being full of rocks.
Being full of rocks.
That's what I have been able to figure out. It's full of rocks because it's full of rocks. I don't know where they came from or why they're here, and they wouldn't fit through the door.
Is the ceiling intact?
Yes.
I'm just
Rock room.
gonna
Well, we
look
did
over
pull,
here to the rock.
well, we
Yeah,
did
that
pull a
one.
piano out of one of those treasure chests, and the other one has an entire boat in it.
She'll flinch a little bit at treasure chest and finger the edge of her sword.
Oh, right. Was that
I-
your stuff I pulled out of the lock?
I obviously softened it up for you.
Yes, clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Who makes
really
an
made it all
uncracked-
possible.
Yeah.
Who makes
Very
an
much
unsmashable
appreciated.
pot? Any fucking whatever. She'll huff. Anyway, if you're quite done,
Yeah.
you there. And she'll point at the other vampires who will awkwardly, surprised to be called upon, stand at attention. I suppose if your friends are going to dangerously venture forth, we should probably prevent more deathless from following after them. And the 3 of them will look at each other and shrug. Alright. The Talus will speak up. Sorry, Ceridwen, we're probably going to have to take her orders as opposed to yours. We'll stay up here and make sure nothing stabs you in the ass.
Oh,
Sure. I mean, you don't work for me anymore. You can
wait a
do what you
minute. That's a
want.
good question. That's a good. Hang on.
What?
Yeah. What?
Do you know why the wounds made by these creatures do not heal or continue to bleed?
Not the person to ask, as she will gesture at her vampiric form. I was struck a few times, but my wounds don't bleed anyway.
Hmm.
Oh, dear.
Well, that was worth a try asking.
Oh, speaking of those, are Ceridwen's wounds from that still bleeding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
can
it kind of sucks.
Can I look at you?
Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me try something, actually. Just gonna stand over here away from you guys. Kira's gonna take out a holy water thing and just douse her wounds in it.
I mean, it feels much like just pouring water in a wound. It's cool and it's refreshing and holy and nice, but it doesn't appear to do anything other than make the blood run thin.
Damn it.
It's fine. Probably illusion. 60% illusion. 50% illusion.
It's fine. If I get lightheaded and then fall down, I mean, I'll probably just die, but if I don't, drag me back to surface, and it'll be fine. Anyway, yeah,
Oh, I
let's...
bet the Raven Queen would love to make you into a vampire if things go badly.
Carrie will think on that for a moment. Yeah, you know what? If I die down here, totally make me into a vampire. That'd be fantastic.
Excellent. All more sisters. Good luck, though, not dying.
Yeah, I mean, my preference would be to not die.
Oh.
Yeah, we'd
no
rather not
offense.
die. Hmm.
Nice medicine check there.
Otherwise, we'll be
None taken.
very perturbed.
Matt, what are you trying to do? You've already medicined these wounds.
You've taken a short rest.
Sure, they look exactly the same as they did after you patched them up. Like, her wounds continue to slowly bleed from stitched wounds. They shouldn't be bleeding, but they are. She doesn't appear any worse for wear for it, but she's still bleeding.
I'm also not sure how your mother would take you becoming a vampire. That'd probably be real awkward.
Oh yeah, I heard your mother is death racist. That's not very fair.
I can always try cauterizing the wound.
No.
No, I'm good. Yeah, my mom has issues with the dead. She's like
I see. It's
hardcore
undead poets.
Hagenite.
Oh, goodness. Is she one of those guiding light people from back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's okay though. I'm not. You guys are cool.
Well, yes. Yes, we are very cool.
Okay, we'll nod in solidarity.
Nod sagely. This vampire is more woke than you expected.
Yeah, she is.
Anyway, yeah, I guess we're gonna go downstairs. Unless you guys get called off by Raven stuff, or we all die down there, then we'll see you soon.
Sure. Also, my name, Kiara. I have the liberty of already knowing all of yours. Your reputations do, in fact, precede you.
Oh, pleasant to meet you, Kiara.
I swear we've heard that name before somewhere.
Maybe it's a relatively popular human name. And I am, or was, a human. Anyway, good luck not dying, but if you do die, then, congratulations on death. It's very fun.
All right, yeah.
You know
Kara
what?
does
All
a
right.
big squint at herself.
You squint with your brain. You try and form fresh wrinkles by squinting really hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Elloe, can you come over here?
Yeah. Oops.
Whoa. Right.
With gusto, body slams them both.
So she looked over, like, she said that it was like an illusion.
I guess. I honestly don't care that much.
Yeah, whereabouts? Watch you guys open the next door.
Just looks at it. Is it, okay, so I'm trying to, like, see if I can brain through it.
Yeah,
Roll
go.
to disbelieve. And that's just an intelligence save, or Scour.
Yeah.
Is it intelligence save?
Intelligence test, not save.
Okay. Then let's see. $15.
No, you can't unsee this illusion, I'm afraid. Close. Wait, no, that's 17. Yeah, you can.
So, what does that help with?
Yeah, you don't see any bleeding. These guys are all talking crazy. There's no bleeding on those wounds. In fact, it looks
Okay,
like it was
okay.
already, like professionally doctored by Madilyn as usual.
Okay, then we'll just look and it's like, yeah, it was there and then it's not. So it is an illusion.
Told you, 75% illusion.
No, like it's literally just illusionary.
I mean, cool. It's not really bothering me to begin with, but
Well, just so you know, if you can, like, I can probably help you.
I
Anyway.
guess I'll smooth the brain at it. With my 8 intelligence, I will think to myself, I'm not actually hurt.
It's not so bad. I mean, I'll give you advantage. You're used to going, I'm not so hurt.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna do anything anyway.
Yeah. You're gonna ignore it regardless of the result, so I don't mind. No, okay, no. 13 doesn't breach the illusion. But, good try.
Elloe will just shrug and just flap on back to the door. Door time,
Well,
door
at
time.
least if Caroline tries, she knows it now that it's actually illusionary.
Alright, let me make an int save real quick. Disbelieve this bullshit.
It's an entry
Check,
check,
not a save.
not a save.
No.
It looks
No.
bleedy.
Looks bleedy.
Not there.
Looks bleeding. Anyway, we should probably head on to the door.
Oh, you're right, Madilyn, it isn't there. What blood?
Oh. I hate this place. I don't like this place. This place keeps messing with my head.
That is Eldile for you.
This place is just
It
like
does
home.
look like you're okay, though. Yes.
Let's throw open this door after Kiara and Savin are finished talking to each other.
Of
You
course.
could probably switch
Yeah,
to talking.
if you would like to swap back to people words.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Right.
Kara will blink at this knowledge. You should. Well, I don't. Maybe I'm related. I guess. To your sword? Unlikely, but never know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. She's gonna be starting relatively soon at the big dragon cave not far from here. You should drop in and give her a visit. Maybe she'll recognize you or figure out how you're distantly related.
I guess I could. I don't know. I'm pretty sure dragons and vampires are one of those things that aren't supposed to mix. Mostly what with them being really alive and full of fire. Me being not really alive and very flammable.
I mean, there shouldn't be dragons there actively, just like guardian. You know what? I'll tell her to visit you.
Sure. I will be. I have no idea where, but I'm sure we can figure something out.
Okay. Maybe come by Castle Hornwatch sometime. It's just down south on the coast. Can't miss it.
As I say, I know where you guys are at. As I say, your reputation super precedes you.
Right. But yeah, just come by for a visit sometime. I'll put you two in touch.
Sure. You can see if you can save me a delicious, tasty blood snack. I've never bit a kitsune before.
If any of them are amenable to it, sure.
All right. Ooh, I bet they taste real nice. Maybe a bit salty.
They do. They really do.
Excellent. All right then. Have fun. Good luck. Bye.
All right. Pat T on the shoulder. You take care. We'll be back soon.
Yep. The girls will then fall into conversation with Kiara and Talis as well. Learn about what the fuck a vampire do. But yeah, as you gather your party to venture forth, you have to cover Maddie's eyes and walk her to the door because she doesn't want to get close to these fucking walls.
All Ceridwen does is just pick her up and just sandwich her in between two big beefers. It's fine.
It's true, they're beefers of safety. Holy beefers. They keep your ears warm too.
Yes.
Or, just Maddie closes her eyes and, your guide, the smoother,
You don't want to guide it. I don't think you're aware how fear works. You can't just tell a thing to take you closer and it's going to be fine. You have to be literally forced or carried past it or moved by someone else's movement. Ragnarok is under your control. He can't do a thing you don't actually want to do. And in this case, you don't really want to do it. So you have to make your friends force you to do things.
Okay, I will say that, yes, I have very few knowledge on how fear actually works.
Fair.
When Operation Hypno Boobs.
Yeah, you will have to actually be physically handled by someone who you do not have direct control over to do things that your character does not want to do.
Alright. I will indeed pick Maddie up and just put her face down in the cleavage.
It is very warm and jiggly and comfy. You can hear a nice big loud heartbeat. Very soothing.
Oh,
Alright,
that's
Rock,
very
we'll follow
nice.
after you.
Did you put me under her fucking armor then?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
you are now trapped in the boob dimension. Congratulations.
Yeah, I figured her top was open cleave. Or like at least
Not her armor.
only
Why
like
would I?
oh no, yes, right. Why would you ever do that? That's true.
It's
So yeah, it's a nice warm clink.
I mean, I would do it given that I'm only like a bus size behind. However, I'm also always at the front, so that's probably not a good idea.
That
I mean,
is
so's Carrie, but it's okay. She can just eject you from the armor as a bonus action.
this is fair. Yeah, she opens up tit hammer space, and what goes in does not often come out. At least not without being sticky and dripping.
Can we at least do an investigation check on the door before we draw the session to a close?
Sure, go for it.
Just to make sure we don't
You know,
start
like-
next session by triggering a trap.
So
Might
that
do
we
that.
don't just unbar it and then immediately all get riddled with arrows.
Sure. Okay, so with a 19 investigation, you can see that, first of all, the bar on this door, heavy, solid, completely wooden. The door is not actually bolted into this wall. It looks like it's basically propped up in a perfectly shaped seam. Of course, the door, I'm not convinced, is actually a rectangle shape at all. The more you look at it, just it's slightly off, very uncanny valley, basically all the time. But also it is dusty and untouched. You
So,
don't detect some traps, though.
so I guess we'll just lift the bar next session then?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, let's do XP.
Okay, then. Oh, goodness me. I suspect that you're going to get a reasonable chocolate of expa.
Probably, yeah. Not that it matters.
I don't think you're getting to another level, are you?
No, we still need
not,
like
not,
another
not at
45.
270.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you explore a new interesting location for the first time?
Yeah.
I don't know, Chief.
Did you discover a new interesting truth about the world?
Yeah, Raven Queen makes vampires.
Sure. Did you make a new ally or a lasting enemy?
Does this lady count?
I mean, your 3 new vampires count.
Sure.
Alright, yeah.
Kyora's a little bit too chaotic neutral, I suppose, to
Oh,
to
no,
class-
he's on the
classify her.
opposite side of the rootism spectrum from Carrie. We can never be friends.
What do you mean? That means that's the best. That's how that works.
I mean-
like that's like literally the goth of the bimbo aesthetic. You just happen to be a goth bimbo, so she happens to make up the other 2 halves. It's very confusing.
She's also a goth bimbo, so it's fine. Excellent.
I mean, on top of it, you're good friends with Elloe and she's chaotic neutral. I got
Yeah.
my alignment stolen from me.
This is true. Thank you, drugs. Did you advance or complete a quest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you neutralize a direct threat to local peace? Actually, in this case, you did. You don't know how, but you did. I can't tell you how, but you did.
It's because we made vampires.
This is the most amount of XP we've ever gotten.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
4
know
or
if
5.
we've ever gotten 5 XP in a session before in Borks.
We have, like, once.
God, I'm sorry.
Disagree on this.
It's fine.
What a banner day for you everywhere.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in YouTube, Twitch. We'll see you in like an hour or 3 for Merzen Space. Until then, we'll have a good one.